Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars of the show, and till then it's half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. Independent, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Just like a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
What happened? What happened? What happened? What's up?
Quibbled him to death.
No, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about Tobin.
Yep.
There's a few things that I can do.
All right.
I can't wear that dude down.
You quibbled him.
He just wait, because when I feel like I got him,
yep,
he just wiggles his way into another conversation.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Yeah,
I was having some mic. I hope my mic sounds okay. I was noticing I was having some mic issues before I got.
No, you sound fine.
I didn't want sound like some. Yeah, I didn't want it to sound like that on the air for everybody. So I figured, what's 10 seconds?
Okay.
What's 10 seconds? I might miss a Messi goal because this dude just scores goals up the wazoo, dude.
Whoa!
Wow. Man, it must be fun. Is this what, Leroy, do you think this was what it was like when you were playing like Pee Wee or high school? Like you're just dominating fools? Like, it's really, he's embarrassing dudes.
Let me tell you, when I was nine, I want to say 9 or 10. Right? You know, they have the weight class. And I was in the 110s. The 110-pound weight class at like 10, 11, somewhere in there. And I had to run around in a garbage bag to get to 110. And I was the fastest guy on the field. And you know, some kids that play football, their uniforms is hanging off of them. You know, it's like, ooh, little Johnny's playing football.
Adorbs.
Right? But then this monster come in, and I remember one time somebody at a game yelled, "He's hurting our kids!" And my dad said, "Tell your son to get in the weight room. I don't know what to tell you."
give that kid a little bit of protein. You
Yeah,
know? Grow him on up.
It happens, but here's what happens in sports. The farther up you go, everybody else gets closer to you.
Yeah.
And so when you have exceptions to that rule, like there's guys that have been dominant their whole life. But yeah.
This guy's incredible. I mean, like he would 3 goals in less than an hour.
And it's funny because when you hear the comments from his teammates, they're like, wow, I've never played soccer with so much room.
Oh, it's got to be incredible. It's got to be incredible about what's going on, man.
And like, who's this Taylor kid? He is benefiting a boatload.
Wow.
Huh?
I mean,
it's not like he's young. He's 28. He's been around for quite some time.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
All of a sudden, he looks great.
Handsome?
Well, I'm not as handsome as Messi and Beckham, but
wow. I saw yesterday there was a bunch of people who were mad because people were leaving the game early because Messi subbed out. And I gotta say, like, I know that's a thing where people will get on Miami fans, but you're typically supposed to do that like when you leave early in a loss. If you're blowing somebody out in soccer and you decide, hey, I'm gonna miss the traffic, can that be held against us?
No.
I don't think think that's part of the rules.
Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you. If I'm at a football game or a basketball game, Tobin, you've gotten that tweet, that text from me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Game is in control, out of hand, whatever. Tobin, I'll see you tomorrow. They're like, I'm not doing it. What's the point? You know, there's a perfect example is damage is done.
The damage
is done. You need to keep watching.
What do I like? The whole point of fandom is you stick around to be through the struggles.
You know what helps that?
If you're beating the holy hell out of them, I don't think that counts against us.
You want me to tell you what else helps with me getting out there early? The bar's closing. So I can't even go get another cocktail after a certain point in the game. And the game's done. Oh, no, I got to get home.
Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I'm trying to decide whether we're going to take the white truck, the black truck, the blue truck, or the red truck.
Leroy and I will be en route to Sin City after today's show. We will bring you tomorrow's show and Friday's show from Las Vegas. We will be on Radio Row for Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Very exciting.
And I packed some boxing gloves just in case you get frisky.
Oh, all right. Fantastic.
Hey, hey. I don't know.
Are you guys on what, like Spirit or Frontier, maybe?
No, American.
Whoa, the good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, yesterday, the Pinks,
The
4-0 over
I
Atlanta.
don't even know who the hell that team is.
Atlanta.
All right, because we've been watching them go up 1-0, lose 2-1, go up 2-0, tie in the last, waning minutes of the game, right? But this team, we've never seen a game like. When was the last time we saw the Pinks dominate like this?
It's crazy. No, it's ridiculous. And then like the fact that it's him just going out there, just lighting them up.
Doing whatever he wants.
I know.
This guy, think about this. I don't want to, how can I put this? Because I don't want to in any way, shape, or form disrespect a professional soccer player. I don't want to do that. Okay? But Messi has played the elite of the elite his whole life. Right? And the MLS is not that.
Definitely not.
And so how he's able to go on to a field and do whatever he wants is amazing, because I personally, from not being a soccer fan, did not think that one guy on the field could make that much of a difference. And I was wrong.
Yeah. Well, him and Busquets, I mean, like they're, little those best buddies together, which by the way, that's a heady move by you bring your friend, bring him along for the ride. You have a little fun ski, you make some young little teammate friends. You're having a good time, baby.
It's amazing. And this is greater to have Lionel Messi playing in Miami is probably a bigger deal than when the big three got together, because of who he is and who he is worldwide. I'm not saying it wasn't a circus around the big three. Okay. But that was American. Yes.
I don't know, dude.
They may be international stars, D-Wade, LeBron. Okay. Mm-hmm. But this was the NBA.
I don't know, dude.
When Messi comes here, the world is watching.
I understand what you're saying. That being said, have you seen the reaction Duncan Robinson is getting in Taiwan?
I understand that, but let me tell you something right now.
Taiwan loves Duncan Robinson.
Can I say this? If Lionel Messi went to Taiwan with Duncan, would they even give Duncan 2 words?
I don't know. I don't know if Taiwan loves soccer.
But, dude, like, we talking about world versus the U.S.
He's the number 1 3-point shooter all time in Heat history. Show some respect.
And that's what I'm trying not to disrespect any other athlete. While talking about the enormity of what we are witnessing.
Meanwhile,
is that okay? Is that like you can you compliment a situation and be amazed by a situation without having to disrespect another situation? I'm not trying to disrespect Wade and Bosh and LeBron. I'm not trying to do that at all. But we are talking about the NBA versus the world. The world is watching Lionel Messi.
I understand, but I think that there's like the world, and you see the follower count. Like I think Inter Miami has more followers now than I think I think our teams combined on Instagram.
Okay,
like
so does that not make my point?
Yeah, but like I guess it's also hard. Like I don't know if it's gonna have the local trickle down that those guys did. Like these, like, do you think in 10 years people are gonna be like rooting for the Pinks like they are for the Heat? Like that was a generation of fans raised up on that.
Now the difference is this, okay? Once Lionel Messi leaves, like right. But I'm saying this.
Well, until we get Mbappe after his deal with the Saudis.
He said he didn't want it.
No, it was reported that he didn't want it. I call it negotiation.
You know what? I love the fact that you pick and choose what news to accept and what news to deny.
No, I just know wiggle room when I see it. Exactly.
No interest is not wiggle room, dude.
No, it's by who? Soccerblogs.com. Like, give me a real report, dude.
They said that's what he said. It was on the scroll on ESPN.
Let me see a quote.
Mbappe is not interested. He said he's not interested. Quote. It was on the scroll.
All right, sure. And he's also chumming it up with Giannis.
I mean, aren't they from the same place?
One's from France and one's from Greece.
The same area. The hell?
-1.
Why?
For deception.
No, it's not deception.
France and Greece are samesies?
No, I'm saying, like, why wouldn't Giannis know Mbappe?
I mean, I'm sure he does know Mbappe. I'm sure Giannis loves soccer too, but I'm just like, come on, dude. It's not the same.
All right.
Meanwhile, training camp day, baby. Practice is getting going in about a half hour.
I don't know what the hell's going on with this weather. Is that the dust? Because it looks gloom and doom.
I don't know, dude. I'm not sure. Are you giving us a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
I can. I'm looking at, right now I'm looking outside. It's cloudy. Not mostly, not partly, cloudy. There's not a speck of sun. The trees are not moving. So that means the feels like it's probably going to be hot as hell.
Mm.
And right now at 10:14, I bet you it's 85 degrees. So there's no wind. Dude, even the baby leaves aren't moving. Nothing.
It's awesome. Let's get it going. Let's see. Moyad says Brendan is hurt that soccer is bigger than basketball. I'm not hurt by it. I know soccer is bigger than basketball.
So why are you arguing my point?
Well, I'm just kind of confused by your point. Like, it's like, I'm saying, like, I heard somebody the other day saying that Messi's Inter Miami goal debut was a top 5 Miami sports moment. And I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Like, you can't have that connection yet to it. It's impossible. It's really cool. Don't get me wrong. Even I got the goosies for it. And I'm not a soccer guy. I'll watch the important matches. I'm not like
World Cup.
Yeah, all that stuff. I've watched, when I wasn't blacked out, I tried to watch Pink's games. I mean, for a year and a half, they blocked me from it. But it's like you don't have that quite connection. Maybe it will come. And if this keeps up, I think it will. But I don't know. Like the Miami, when you say the big three came, I get what you're saying from an international standpoint, but from a Miami perspective, like the connection was immediate to everybody being excited about it being here right away. Every game felt like an event. Every game felt like a rock star. So there's a local tie to it. There's an international difference in it. I know Messi's bigger internationally, but like the connection you have to a team, the Heat runs longer than Inter Miami does, who's been here for 3 seconds. They don't even play in Miami. They play in Fort Lauderdale.
All I said was this, is that Lionel Messi coming to Miami is bigger worldwide than the big three that came here when the big three came here. And that's my point, that you have the world watching Miami soccer because of Lionel Messi.
Yeah, but I don't know historically, I don't know if it's going to be even bigger locally than it is internationally, which is kind of weird.
Well, and I would say this. Name and it's hard. I don't know if I can do this. Name a bigger star to come down here and play a sport.
No, listen, he's the biggest, the only guy who's close to LeBron.
Right. Okay.
But LeBron, but like you said, when Messi leaves, is it going to have that effect of people are going to support Inter Miami like they do the Heat? Like LeBron, the big three, D Wade all together, like that had people watching Luke Babbitt on a Sunday night. You know,
right?
Like
Yeah,
that's
I got
like that's the type of trickle down that it has for generations. I know soccer's bigger. I know he's a bigger star. Will that connection happen, I guess, locally from our perspective? I don't know. I think people are excited about it. I'm that the building looks like it's awesome. It looks like it's on fire right now. And this guy's incredible. I can't believe what he's like. Watching his greatness is unbelievable because he's dominating right off the bat. He's doing it. I'll tell you from this perspective, Messi's debut could not have gone any better, from having the game winner to 2 goals right out of the gate. Like, he's giving you results right away. And that's pretty incredible.
Right. 3 goals and an assist in 2 games.
You guys remember that first Big 3 Heat game against the Celtics? Woof. Bad game.
What about the Shaq era? Are we like sleep on that? Like, Shaq is a pretty world-renowned figure. I feel like he's more recognizable than LeBron even.
That's a good point, Marcos. I mean, Shaq is also international for sure. So yes, that is.
Like
he wasn't like I understand Wade brought us in 06, but that 05 year,
when Shaq got here, I would say that at the time that he got here, he was bigger than LeBron.
It was huge because he's coming off the Lakers.
Then when LeBron got here,
the LeBron, the Kobe Shaq divorce was a huge story.
Yeah.
And their matches were always a big deal. The one thing I will say about Shaq, though, I don't know if it was because of the way the breakup was or the way that it was after the championship being a little bit lackluster and them getting swept. But the years after Shaq left, I don't feel like people hung on as closely to those years as they did after LeBron left. Like, I do feel like
part of the problem is that when LeBron left, they still did everything to keep the rest together, and then Bosh got sick.
Yeah, that's true.
When Shaq left, they go reboot, right? So it was the circumstances of the franchise and the organization was a little bit different in that they had the ability or were in a better place when LeBron left than they were when Shaq left.
Yeah, but I do think that the fan trickle down. Like, I remember going to games in 09 where like that building wasn't filled, even with having one of the best players in the world in Dwayne Wade on certain nights. On the star nights, of course they were, but like I'm talking like nights against the T-Wolves.
Orlando.
Yeah, like there'd be nights where like that building wasn't packed, and after Shaq left, that building since 14 like
hasn't been packed.
It's been packed. Like it's like everybody. There's not a night where
to
there's
the
not
organization because they've been relevant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They didn't after 14. They still contended, and even though they had 2 years they didn't make the playoffs, that 31-11 certainly had people interested.
It did. It was it's crazy. They really haven't tanked since Michael Beasley, which is pretty nuts. We'll take a quick break. Messi, good job last night, dude.
Really? You gave him an attaboy.
Running and 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 running.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the show. Got a little rats off a ship coming in later on in the program. Mike McDaniel currently meeting with the media. It is training camp day. Training camp opens up. Football is back.
It's pretty amazing. They only practice once a day in camp, right?
Yes.
Because to have a practice at 10:45 is unheard of. Normally, I was coming off the field.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's 10:45 is about when they get going. Still soupy out there, though. That's probably going to touch almost high noon.
It's going to be even worse because there's no breeze.
Oof. Mike McDaniel at the podium. This is he was asked about, is he excited to watch Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard go up against Cheetah and Waddle? His quote, "Have you seen their collective paychecks? My interest is high."
Hey. Valid point.
Valid point. I listen, that point from McCoachin.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, and listen, not a whole bunch of guys will say that, but that's the reality of it. Hey, we pay these guys a boatload of money. We need excitement.
Yep, for sure.
We need splash.
I liked yesterday. I was listening to Jalen Ramsey talk about the upcoming year and the expectations. But the thing that I liked most about it is the guy still got the swagger. You know, still considers himself the best cornerback in the league. As he was asked about his Madden rating and being the top guy, he goes, as it should be. And then was asked, he kind of little brothered Sauce Gardner and Pat Surtain the second, where he was like, he's like, oh, people think DBs hate each other. They're so wrong. He goes, those guys, they reach out to me. I wish him all the best, kind of just letting he's the OG, they haven't passed him by yet. Oh, it's so nice them reaching out to me for advice. I liked that. Just put Sauce in his place a little bit, before he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's done it at different organizations.
Yep.
He has hardware.
Here's the thing. When you've been there, done that, you're not just going to give credit to guys who've been there, but haven't done what you've done.
Right.
And that's where that comes from. That, look, you had a great couple of years. I've been doing this for 10. So holla at me when you get to more than 1 year.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Been to the best player on a championship defense, been the best player on a team getting to the AFC championship. I'm going to talk about that game. Oof. Being at a sports feast, watching
is that after the year where he said he was indifferent about certain quarterbacks? Don't know him. Indifferent.
I think actually the next year was when
okay. All right.
Because it was the same year that he backed up the Brinks truck and Tom Coughlin was decided, I'm going to pay Blake Bortles instead of that guy. Great move, Tom. Meanwhile, on the Dolphins front, the only piece of concerning news is Teron Armstead. He's on the PUP list, the active PUP list. He can get taken off anytime. I guess he got his knee scoped, according to Andy Slater. So should be fine. Reports are that he should be fine for opening day. Obviously, he didn't practice a ton last year anyway. But also, guy's hurt a lot, and he's already got something for his body. So do with that what you will. Not overly concerned, but not great. Should I be concerned?
No. What, come on. It's not football yet. If you need a little more time to heal, it happens throughout the league.
I don't know. But he's always got something, that guy.
Yeah.
I feel like
that. Wait. Where's the breaking news?
Yeah, well.
You go into the year saying if he could give me 13, we good.
Teron Armstead, Teron got everything scoped.
I mean, scope, here's what they do when they scope. They go in there. It's called the debridement. They get away the loose stuff floating around.
Gross.
Yeah, because you have to realize if you have like a little flap or something like that, and it gets in between your bones, it's hard to walk. And it's something as simple as just going in arthroscopically, cutting around that cartilage, or the what's in between the two bones? The
Marrow?
no,
Meniscus?
meniscus. Right. Dude.
What? It only took me 2 guesses.
Marrow is in the bone, you jackass.
Technically also between all of bones.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not
Bones
outside the bone. Marrow's not outside the bone. Marrow's not outside the bone.
It's in between.
If you got marrow where you can see it, your leg is broke.
Vic
Man.
Fangio looks like a guy who likes marrow in his soup. You know? He has
Old
like one
people-
of those-
I know old people eat the marrow.
Oh, the old love the marrow.
Like I have to I have to tell my mother-in-law, I say, hey, there's more. You don't have to put the jaws of life on that one little chicken wing. I mean, she's cartilaging it, everything.
I just need to see some bombs. I need some football excitement. I'm ready to roll, dude.
Not in practice. Who cares?
Ow, what? Oh, you're so wrong.
Here, let me explain something to you. There's 2 drills in football that everybody watches and gets excited about, and it's probably 2 of the most unfair drills there is. One is one-on-one pass coverage, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no scheme. You just run in a route. And a lot of times cornerbacks rely on where you are on the field, what the situation is, and a whole bunch of those things to figure out how they're going to go about defending you. When you don't have any of those variables and you just guarding the guy one-on-one with no pass rush, it's unfair. The other thing is one-on-one pass rush. Because all you're doing is rushing the passer. You ain't got to check to see if it's a run, if it's play action, if it's anything like that. So it's a little bit unfair for the offensive guy.
Yeah,
So those two drills to get excited about when the offense in one-on-one pass is clearly has an advantage. And then to get excited about a guy who's dominant. Ooh, Phillips is dominating the offensive line. Well, that's because he ain't got to worry about the whole offense. He's just going after the cone.
Well, you can't evaluate the trenches until the pads go on. With this whole warm up to the pads, no trench warfare could be really fairly evaluated.
Dude,
Everybody knows that.
Dude, -1 for using the phrase trench warfare.
-1. Fraud.
No, I'm not a fraud, dude. Everybody knows about trench. You can't get a true sense of the trench sense until the pads go on. Everybody knows that, dude. So I'm only really looking for whatever that first drill you said is. That's the only one I can truly, get the goosies over today. No big runs.
Pass routes, right? Like, come on. Like, I get it. There's only one period in all of camp that I hated. I hated it with a passion. It was unfair. And the only guy that and you know who my favorite coach is because of this is who's the coach of Cincinnati for a long time?
Marvin Lewis?
Marvin Lewis. Well, when I was in Baltimore, Marvin Lewis was the linebacker coach. He had one rule to the linebackers. You only get one bull rush per camp. Because normally they're 250, 260 pounds, and they see a little 220-pound running back, they just dump truck him, right? No skill, no nothing. Boom, blast. Your coach yelling at you, fight, 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 fight. I'm like, I'm sitting still and he's 260. How would you like? I can't cut him, right? So I basically just go in and take this concussion. That's basically what it was. Running backs get concussed drill, right? Marvin Lewis comes in. He says, I want you working on your technique. I want you working on your skill. I want you working on your hands and all that stuff. Only one bull rush.
Mm-hmm.
I say, I like this guy. I like this guy. So there's periods that fans watch that come out of those periods thinking something that's not very accurate.
Right. Deception.
Right. And it's just like, think about this. When we watch a game and the wide receiver starts running around the secondary and the quarterback is rolling out and he ain't getting no pressure and then he chucks one down the field, we immediately go, there's no pass rush. So just imagine doing that in practice. So, yeah, you get excited about the wrong things in football. Like to get excited about Tyreek Hill beating Jalen Ramsey on one-on-ones when he ain't got to worry about nothing. He ain't got to worry about time. He ain't got to worry about all of these things. It's a bit unfair.
Do you think that means if he does roasty toasty Jalen Ramsey, he'll talk any less trash though?
No. They go because if the quarterback throws a bad ball and it's incomplete, let me tell you something.
Because let me just say,
hold on. Let me tell you what bothers me in football. Right? You have a bum of a cornerback, right?
Yep.
The receiver breaks his ankles, right? He's in chase mode. The quarterback makes a bad throw. It's an incomplete pass, and he does this. Set your ass down. You got beat. I hate that.
I think there was a practice last year that like a batted ball ended up in Noah Igbenogany's hand, and the whole defense ran off the field.
Right. I'm like, it's like, come on. You got lucky, right? No need to celebrate the incomplete pass because your ass got beat.
Take a quick break. Back with more after this.
And we're underway in Miami Gardens.
Welcome back, you rascals. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Marlins back in action today. They lost yesterday to the Rays. So they will be back at it today. 12:10 first pitch from Tropicana Field as they have fallen to third place. Phillies had a walk-off win last night. So the struggles continue post All-Star break for the Fish.
Yep.
Sandman on the hill today.
The only thing that's helping us,
Football and football.
and football. That's
Football
right.
and
I'll tell you
football.
what, not for nothing. 2023 is a year of South Florida sports. Think of all the stuff that's going on both collegiately and professionally down here.
It's been crazy.
It's been crazy.
It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild year, and exciting,
Yep.
exciting times down here.
Fun.
Who's
watching.
I'll tell you who's excited. Raheem Mostert. I got to tell you, yesterday, Raheem Mostert. I think this is the first time I've seen this in the history of goosies. I'm pretty sure Raheem Mostert gave himself the goosies yesterday.
Wait,
Which
this is a goosies first kind of vibe?
Yeah, I don't think anybody has self-inflicted goosies, but like I was listening to Mostert yesterday, and dude, I don't think so. Usually something gives old Tobes the goosies. I don't think I've ever given myself the goosies.
Okay.
Raheem Mostert yesterday was talking. And listen, by the end of this clip, Leroy,
Mhm.
I think he gave himself the goosies. Here's a Mostert yesterday.
Yeah, the growth has been unbelievable. Just being back, running full speed, taking advantage of the opportunities that I have off the field, during the off season, and really just honing in on myself and my abilities. I'm starting to, I've been involved in the pass game, throughout my career, but now I'm starting to really see myself being more of, that elite pass catcher, just solely based off of just focusing on that. So it's very enlightening, like I said, and I'm excited. I'm so excited, guys. Y'all really have no idea.
Wow. Why? He really sparked himself. Like he was just in cliche mode. And then all of a sudden,
Well,
Goosies galore.
I'm going to tell you what happened. Right? I'm going to tell you what happened.
Hmm?
Mike McDaniel went to him and probably said, we need you to be able to expand your game. If you're going to get on the field, we need you to be able to do a number of different things. So I want you to work on this. Right? And I think that's where that comes from, because a lot of times you get caught up in what they're asking you to do and not being the best version of you. Because I caught a lot of passes in Cleveland. I got to Minnesota and we already had that covered. So I did catch some passes, but it wasn't like I did in Cleveland. And so you just kind of have to adapt to what they need you to do or expand your game so you can do more. You don't want to be the guy that's limited so that if there's a situation where they can't use you and they can use somebody else, you can lose your job.
I just I love it. It almost sounds like he's got something up his sleeve. I don't know what it is, but look, I'll tell you one thing. For a home for the football, you want to be the hoster with the Mostert.
Quickly. And you
Minus
know what?
one.
Let me explain something to you. Marcos, while I was
Yep.
while I was talking, I was looking at this man
Oh,
and he had that smirk, right? So it was building, and I didn't know why he had that look. And then I say, well, I better shut it down. We must be going to break or something, right? Because he giving me the look or he had something to say. And so I cut it off, and that's what you had to say.
I mean, what, dude? If you want a home for the football, you need to host it with the Mostert, dude.
Oh, God. That is so bad, dude. You know what? That deserves another -1.
Why?
Minus one.
Because you tried to reiterate. You tried to say it again like the next time it's going to have more of a punch. No.
Show poniness.
Yes.
Hmm.
The fact that I was giving you an in detailed thought into the mind.
I thought it was beautiful. I heard all of that.
You didn't, because all you were thinking about is let me get my liner out. Let me get my one hitter out. That's all you. I could see it in your face. I'm like, he's got something locked and loaded. So, hold on. I think you guys will enjoy this.
Hmm?
So, I go back and forth for Twitter, right?
Yep.
And we were talking, and it goes, they go, hold on. It starts with Leroy's shoulder pads had AC under them, right? And I said, all I can say is wow. Lone Star follows up with, I thought they were airbags. I said, oh, we just going to keep going. Lone Star, what are the odds they were actually scoop bagels? Right? Then Al Macco, whatever that is. Did you know any football players that played during the leather helmet era? I said, too much, but yes, Joe Rose.
Point for
so then they go, because they responded to me and you. We go, Leroy's training camp, aka Twinkle's time, have fun. Not to go away. Indian roster. Leroy had empanadas under his shoulder pads.
You could add a lot under there.
Sandman and spare chicken wings. Silly sauce.
I don't like. Listen,
I have turf toe. I need advice on recovering. I mean,
Leroy, those
what?
are very big shoulder pads, dude.
Go look at anybody's shoulder pads in that era.
I have. Yours stand out amongst all of them.
Pull up a picture of Christian Okoye.
You can't go for the biggest one though. I mean, those were huge.
Not bigger than Leroy's. Go
Leroy,
look
Oh my god. Oh my god.
hey, somebody asked me, how in the hell did you catch a ball above your head? I said, all right. Leroy's pads had to pay property tax.
Leroy, I think someone owes you some money. I got sent a message this morning that apparently there's this like NFL grid game of some sort in which you're supposed to like, I don't know, play Sudoku with football players, it seems like. And one of the answers, believe it or not, you see, look, it says Falcons, D'Angelo Hall in the middle, Raiders. You find someone who matches both of these rows there. Top left corner, our boy Leroy Horde. You're one of the answers on today's grid.
How about that? Speaking of an answer, we had an unveiling today already at Dolphins camp. We'll tell you about that coming up next.
Hey.
Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Valoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take your ass up until 2 o'clock here on the show. Miami Dolphins are in the midst of their first practice. Training camp is going. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We Know Trucks. Hey, can we see a picture
Yep.
of
Yep.
the
So Tua Tagovailoa, we know that he has been hiding something from us, and it wasn't baby number Tua.
Okay, just gonna.
Tua Tagovailoa, he has been teasing that he has a new tattoo, and the sleeve has been unveiled. The Dolphins have tweeted out some pictures of Tua and the new ink, and of course it's on the right arm. You don't put it on the moneymaker,
Wow.
but it's looks good. Looks good, huh? What do you think?
Finally revealed it.
Finally revealed
mean,
it, dude.
isn't he that's like a tribal tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them get them.
It's still
Like,
cool. I mean,
it's
like,
cool. Yeah, it's cool.
I think it was like a shoulder last year. Now it's, but you don't touch the left arm. You don't touch it. Got to stay that clean.
You want to impress me?
Yeah.
Show me the dunks. On sleeve.
Maybe he came back from Taiwan with a sleeve.
Yep.
You know,
Or he just comes back with like katanas on his back.
I don't know. He's but he looks like he's living it up there. There was news yesterday, by the way. I'm surprised this wasn't top the number one topic today on Jet Up. But Justin Herbert got paid. He got his contract.
It was up there.
5 years, 262. Deal includes a no trade clause, 133 million in full guarantees, 193 in injury guarantees. So Justin Herbert got paid, which inevitably will turn into why haven't the Dolphins paid Tua yet? Coming up next on Jet Up, do they really believe in him?
Yeah, I saw Tua was trending, and I was like, "Oh God, what happened?" And then I realized Tua's trending because someone else got paid.
Yeah,
I was very confused.
How about he just trends for that sweet ass arm sleeve tattoo? That's what he's doing. And then he can trend for kicking Justin Herbert's ass in week 1. How about that?
Whoa! Is it me or I don't know why people do that because every situation is different.
Yeah.
But if you get to the point where you earn that second contract, you're gonna get paid. If you don't, then then you become that guy. Like, but I don't think it's a big deal that Herbert got his money first because we don't know what their situation is. We don't know what their team situation is. And so it's hard to say because I guarantee you, if you switch the careers, right? And Tua gave up 27-point lead.
Oh.
We ain't having that conversation about Tua getting an extension.
Dude, if Tua
right?
gave up, if Tua coughed
we put it
up
all
that
on
lead,
Tua too.
Of course, no doubt. So Justin Herbert got paid. Tua got a nice arm sleeve tattoo. He'll get paid next year after leading the Dolphins in the Super Bowl this year. It's all gravy, baby. He was number 80. He was number 82 though in top 100 NFL players. Tua did make the top 100 this year.
Wow.
Yep.
Where's that? Where's that as far as quarterbacks?
I don't know because they haven't revealed the entire list. I know that I know Trevor Lawrence was 96.
Okay.
So he was above Trevor Lawrence. He was above Justin Fields was actually above Trevor Lawrence, which I found kind of surprising. Teron Armstead was 83. The Dolphins had 3 consecutive guys. 83 was Armstead, 82 was Tua, and 81 was Christian Wilkins.
Where is Tyreek?
Hasn't been revealed yet. I think they're doing the 70s today. Like it's
they're going the opposite way. I thought
it's
they
a
started
it's a gradual release.
Okay, so
If you got number 1 first, you're gonna stick around for number 100. Like, wait, who's 100 best player? Okay.
if you do it and starting with 1, then you got to release all of them the same day.
Yeah, no, they're gonna have. I mean, the Dolphins will still have Ramsey will be on there, Waddle, Reek,
X.
Xavier Howard will still be there.
Who?
Xavier Howard,
Yeah.
I think he will be.
Javon Holland?
I don't know.
Nah. I think if Tua was 80 something, he would have already had to be on the list. So I
I'll
guess
be on there.
I mean, but when you got 8, 9 guys on that top 100,
Pretty
that's
good.
saying something about your team, right?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. So you have that, and then headlines locally yesterday. Of course, if you guys missed it, the Pinks, they killed Atlanta. Can we get some of the calls last night, Marcos? WQM, you're home for the Pinks. Inter Miami, Lionel Messi. Been a pretty good marriage so far. Messi getting the Pinks on the board first.
Busquets settles now at midfield. Over the top to Messi. Flag stays down. Messi coming in alone on Guzan to his left. Off the post. Rebound. He scores! Messi, earlier than Friday, still giving these fans something to get off their feet about. It's 1-0 into Miami.
There you go. What was that call? Was that from TV or was that from radio?
That's Chris Winningham.
That was Whittingham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound like him.
He's feeling it.
He is feeling
it
it.
now. He got Messi.
Different. He didn't change.
Yeah.
He's got a different shine to him.
You
Yeah,
think,
he does.
hey,
That's at Apple TV.
you think he's drinking scotch now?
So you got that, and then here was Pink's Messi 2-0.
And Yedlin has his back, wins it. Now it's Messi across midfield. With some space, it's Leo Messi. Darting at that back line. Plays it through to Taylor at the end line. Taylor in front. It's Messi! 2 in the first half for Leo Messi. A show he put on Friday. The encore here on Tuesday. It's all into Miami.
Goosies, dude.
We haven't heard that saying in a while.
Yeah.
All into Miami.
It's all into Miami, baby.
No.
It is all.
This is the biggest win since October 2021. So close to 2 years since we've won.
Who could forget? That was of course, who was that against Marcus?
I don't. Leroy was there, right? Leroy.
That's when Higuain put down the cigarette and played soccer.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
He actually may still have had the cigarette. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure if Messi played with a cigarette, he'd still be scoring 2 goals. No biggie.
He makes it look so easy. Honestly, he looks like he's really thoroughly enjoying himself, which is good because I know the Saudis got the money, but we're the fun league. That's what we are.
Oh yeah, that's
We're the
true,
fun league, dude.
Everybody's here. You're
Can
at
I
the
just
party.
hold on? Let me stop you, Clyde.
What?
All about fun, man.
You know what make me extremely happy? 776 million.
Ooh.
Right? You could say look, for y'all to say, oh, he's down here having fun. He had fun for 776 million. And the only person that turned down 776 million is a guy who already got plenty of hundreds. So when you look at Mbappe, 24 years old, right? Come on.
I get you, but then you have this. I don't know. Do you have the fanfare that you do in if you're playing in Saudi Arabia? I don't know. I mean, we know
back. I'll be back.
you'll be
Listen,
back.
That's what I say. I say, hey, soccer world, I'm only 24 years old. This is a 1-year deal. I'll be back. But first, I'm going to go get this money because this is my profession.
Dade
Okay.
South says people are saying he's shown more emotion in 2 games in Miami than he did with PSG. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. He got the snooty fans over in Europe, and now over here, it's a party every night.
Here's the deal. I think when you play European soccer, there's expectations. And when you're the best at it, there's expectations. For so many years, right? We treat Lionel Messi like we treat Aaron Rodgers. Great, but Argentina can't. And we all put that on him.
Yeah.
So now he gets to just go and have fun and enjoy what he's doing.
Winning Argentina the World Cup has, I feel like
yes.
I feel like you're just like, what else? There's nothing else you need to do. Like, I'll do what I want. I'm Messi.
I get it, but up until that point, right? It was like, oh, can't win a big one. Has Ronaldo won one?
I don't believe so.
Right.
I don't believe so. But
so you're happy with this marriage, and you think that you always wanted him, right? This is something that you knew was going to happen exactly that way.
I would say this. I didn't think that it would have this impact, and that's because of my ignorance in soccer.
No, listen, I always knew David Beckham was going to get this done, dude. You know, like handsome Becks, like he brought his soccer harpoon, and I knew that Lionel Messi would see the light and come to play with David Beckham and play for the Pinks. I always knew that.
Give yourself a -1 for asking a question you knew what kind of answer you were going to get.
No,
that's your fault. That's your fault.
Like don't.
All right, I'll give myself a -1, but I also will give Tobin a -1.
Why?
Never
lying. Wait,
never wanted him.
Hold on.
Never wanted him. Never wanted Messi.
Who's him?
I never wanted Messi. Never wanted him.
I don't
recall.
Now you recall nothing. Let me tell you something. You better go.
-1.
Hey, before we leave, I'm gonna go get you some ginkgoba, some of that memory, a memory pill, because you seem to strategically forget things that you say, even with recordings and video.
You sure I wasn't referring to a mess? Like I never wanted a Messi like around, the studio or something like that? How am I to know that this is about soccer?
-1.
Never wanted Messi.
Wait.
Never wanted him.
Hold on.
Never wanted him. You said him. Never wanted him.
Oh, huh.
Dude,
my favorite part is you can still hear the intro song in the background. So the show begins, and the first thing you say is never wanted Messi. Never wanted Messi.
Wait.
Never wanted him.
Hold on.
Never wanted him.
That's all. All I could do is laugh because we've done this with probably 10 players in a number of sports where you've never wanted them. Remember, you never wanted Low Dog?
Never wanted Damian Lillard. Lowry? I don't want Damian Lillard. I don't want Damian Lillard on the Heat. I don't want him anywhere near the Heat. Forget about it. Dude hasn't won a thing. What I mean, you trust this loyalty from Damian Lillard? Who wants Damian Lillard on the Miami Heat? Not me, not Tobin. I do not want Damian Lillard on the Heat.
Dude, this is grounds for some serious repercussions right now. Stop playing with my emotions, right?
Damian Lillard.
Okay. Here.
Dame Dollar.
Mark that tape, because when we got Dame for media day.
Dame Dollar. More like lame Dollar.
Wow. Watch out, man. You're going to say something you can't come back from.
I'm a Tyler Hero guy. I never wanted Damian Lillard.
What are you talking about? He does this on a daily basis and then tries to wiggle out of it. Tyler Hero, you've packaged him. You packaged him for a pound of boar's head.
Not fair. I have not done that. That's not true. Although I do love boar's head.
Yes, you do. Come on, dude.
I want Damian Lillard so bad. I want him so bad.
Hey, by the way, I went to Publix.
So
I went to Publix.
I would send Messi packing if it meant we got Damian Lillard.
Really?
Oh, dude. I know that like the world wouldn't want that. But let me tell you something. I would send him right back to PSG if it meant to the sports gods we got Damian Lillard. Sorry.
What's crazy is we'll probably have both.
Oh. Wow. Let's go,
Goosies
Cronin.
galore.
Tired of waiting, Cronin.
You think? Here's what I'm hoping for this weekend. I'm hoping we run into Dame.
Oh, dude.
No. No. Because I'm going to get you.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why do you think?
I don't know why. Why would
Because
you
you
get me?
say crazy stuff and you never had the answer to it.
What do you
Answer
mean?
for it.
What did I say?
What didn't you say?
I want him so bad. I miss Damian. It's been so long. Do you know how good I felt the day on? I'll never forget it. July 1st. It was a Saturday. Hot. When Shams
Weren't you out of town?
No, I was in town. And Shams tweeted out that he only wants to get traded to the Miami Heat. It wasn't as good as winning a championship, but it felt almost as good as winning a championship. I want that feeling. I want that Shams bomb so bad. I want it. I could taste it.
You need to stop.
Really weird. Are you tasting a bomb? I don't even know.
What do you?
Fodder. That's the taste of fodder.
Oh, dude. I want Damian Lillard on the Heat so bad, and I want that tweet so bad. Yesterday, I got so mad at Adrian Wojnarowski. You know, I was watching the Barbie movie yesterday.
Oh, how was it?
And it was pretty good.
Nice.
Weird ending. But I was watching the Barbie movie, and I see, you know, beep, Woj bomb, and he's out here retweeting Adam Schefter again. Woj, Adam Schefter has enough followers. He doesn't also need your followers. Do not retweet Justin Herbert's contract. You go out there,
do that?
you tweet me the Damian Lillard news, Woj.
Really though, why is he doing that? Is there like a partnership? Like
Question. I always felt that football should retweet football and basketball should retweet basketball. Don't have a basketball guy retweeting a football thing because we thinking you're gonna be talking about basketball.
Dude, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Anyway, all right. Take a quick break. More silly sauce after this.
And we're underway in Miami Gardens.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560. Take you up until 2. Dolphins in the midst of their practice. Training camp is underway, Leroy. Goosies galore.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Football, you know?
Goosies galore.
Did you guys see that this there was a rumor? This was in the New York Post. But they're claiming that the Dolphins made a little trade inquiry. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
On Saquon Barkley.
Wow.
Yeah. This is what they let's see. It says, hold on. It says the Giants turned down 2 offers called into them by teams who have since shown to be in the market for other top running backs, including the Dolphins, league sources said. It is said that the Dolphins are the favorites to land Dalvin Cook. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. I guess they did not test his market. The Giants denied to request to test the market, but that there were teams that did try and call the Giants, and one of them was Miami.
You know what that says to me?
Yeah. What?
They're like, look, we're not gonna pay him, but we do have Daniel Jones as a quarterback. And so we're not going to trade him either. That's what that says to me. They know what's up.
Dolphins, though, still like, it is interesting because we heard that they made it, before Dalvin got let go, that they made a trade offer for him. Then we know
but let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
That trade offer was made before they signed the 2 running backs.
I understand. I'm just, but even still, like, they do appear like they were trying to take some home run swings at running back.
Yeah.
Like if you're going after Dalvin Cook in trades or just perusing whatever, it's very interesting. Like Saquon,
it's also the timing of it. You have to give it perspective. Is that they made these calls before they re-signed their guys.
Mm-hmm.
So how does all this change now that they signed the two guys they had?
What if now that he's signed, goes out there, Saquon Barkley goes to camp, makes a stink. He knows the Dolphins are interested. You force your way out. Now all of a sudden,
that don't work in football, dude.
Why? Well, what do you mean it doesn't work in football? Antonio Brown did it.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you. If you're gonna give me an example, don't use a crazy person.
That's not fair, dude. I mean, like he
Really?
was also at the time he was one of the best receivers in the league. So,
and how much football did he play since?
I don't know.
Not very much.
Well, either way, he made a stink.
Okay, but crazy man make a stink, then we don't give it a whole lot of credibility,
dude.
I don't think that's a fair shot.
All we need is Saquon to go out there, make a stink, and then all of a sudden we're back in business, baby.
Dude, you don't stop.
What do you mean? I don't stop. They were the ones who were interested. Why are you getting at me for what the Dolphins want?
How recent was this?
I don't know. It's off season, I'm guessing.
Off season. Again, you're
what
not
would you give up for Saquon?
Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry.
That's a good call.
He tried to dump salary on any team in any profession. The Marlins made a trade. They acquired Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry in their expiring contracts.
That's not a bad idea. If you want to get Shohei, you throw Duncan Robinson.
But here's the thing, like you probably couldn't have done it early on if you were the Dolphins, because I don't think you could trade until you signed the franchise tag. Well, now he's signed. So why can't we revisit this?
Hold on. You can have the discussions. You can have the discussions about a trade to get the guy to sign the franchise tag. Because I think if I'm if I'm not sure, but if you sign a franchise tag with another team and then get traded, they can redo your contract.
I'm sure that they probably, I don't know. Well, he didn't sign.
I'm not sure.
I think he ended up, didn't he not? He ended up signing a new just 1 year deal, like, because they put incentives in it and all that stuff too. So I don't think he's technically under the tag this year.
So you're saying they rescinded the tag and then signed him to that $2 million bump?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now
I don't know, because here's my thing. And this is not outside the realm of teams to do, but a player wouldn't do it. Yeah, you release me from the tag and I'll sign your contract.
Yeah.
And then you get released from the tag and you go sign with somebody else.
Yeah, that's I think who did that? Didn't that happened in the NBA? I believe Carlos Boozer did that to the Jazz. But I don't recall it happening in football.
But in basketball's a little different in that they have the player option and team option. And so if you work out something where you say, hey, let the team option go, I'll re-sign with you, and then you go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how that will work.
There's been some that happened with Anthony Carter, his agent, forgetting to opt in back with the Heat, and then they got cap space. I'm trying to think. Well, but here's the thing, okay? Now we're in this situation, so he's got his deal. What can we throw on the table? A little, like, I mean, maybe they want to play. We're getting in the maybe we could do some player fodder that we.
No,
could
they
throw
don't
in
want
there.
players; they want draft picks.
Well, how do we know? They're in a win now mode too. Like maybe they get a little. Let's get the situations where we want them.
You always tend to make the situation or the situation work out for you, irregardless of what the other side could or couldn't be thinking. Right? Like football trades very rarely include players. It's always draft picks. Now all of a sudden you mysteriously are including players.
Times change.
No.
Times change, situations change.
Right now you could get a third rounder for Saquon Barkley.
I'd give it up.
No, but I'm saying, is that crazy that one of the best running backs in the league
I know.
get a third rounder?
I know. That's what I'm saying, baby. What do we need a third round pick for?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, what are you saying?
I'm saying one of the best running backs in the league. Pick another position. Make him one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
That automatically means first rounder.
What did Christian McCaffrey go for? Did he go for 2 2s? 3 2s?
I don't know.
I think he went for 3 2s. Would you give up 3 2s for Saquon?
No.
Really? What about 2 2s?
2 and a 5.
2 and a 5?
Yeah.
What about 2 and a 3?
No.
We're quibbling. I mean,
No, we're
see,
not.
here's
listen, I'm a running back.
Yeah.
But look at the market for running backs.
Saquon, baby.
Why would you trade for Saquon and you got Dalvin Cook sitting there?
Saquon, baby.
Why would you trade for Saquon? You got Dalvin Cook sitting there. You can sign for nothing.
Nah, but a little younger, a little fresher,
Wait. Is he?
Yeah.
Not much. A year?
Let me see. I feel like Dalvin Cook's like 28,
No.
27.
Dalvin Cook's 26.
He's gonna be 28 next week.
Oh, he's gonna be 28?
Yep.
How old's Saquon?
Saquon.
26.
26. Just
Okay, I
turned
got it.
26.
I got him mixed up.
So?
No.
Change the game?
No.
A little sweeter, baby.
Dude, I can't believe, like, pick a sport.
But
all you care about is the name. It don't matter if it fits or not.
Okay, but dude, I would understand this. Like I did this one time just based on Saquon odds earlier in the year, but now that I know that the Dolphins, according to reports, actually were interested.
So you
in
choose to
Saquon
believe
Barkley.
these reports, but you won't believe the reports Mbappe's not interested.
Yeah, soccer
You pick and
reports.
choose what report you want to believe.
I choose to
You're a
believe the one.
fraud.
No, this is a New York report. What are they going to leak out that there for? Nothing. You know what did I just say? What are they going to leak that out for? Just for nothing? Like that makes no sense.
Oh, the inflection really clarified what you were trying to say.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't make it all one word. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm just sitting here and I'm wondering to myself, what's it going to take, baby? Like
Nothing. Stop.
Is there
Leave
an
other
NFL
people's
trade?
players alone.
I need somebody to give me an NFL trade.
You know what?
machine.
If I'm Steve Ross, here's what I'm yelling to you. Keep your hands out of my pocket.
No, he's not. If it's listen, if I had to talk with Rossi, baby, right now, get him on the phone. I know you got his number.
Hey, Ross would say, I got them deep pockets,
Hey,
baby.
Hey, Ross, let's get Saquon. He's gonna be like, is it Saquon? And I'll be like, yeah, you know. What's he gonna do? You want Saquon Barkley? You want to build another racetrack?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who's gonna have more success this year? The Giants with Saquon Barkley or the Dolphins without him?
I mean, I hope the Dolphins.
Who do you think?
Weren't they matched in wins last year?
9-8? Both 9-8?
I think they were both 9-8. Dolphins. Oh, they had a tie. So technically they were better.
Oh, because the half a point.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we take a headache off their hands.
No. My question to you is this. Would you rather be the Giants and their roster with Saquon Barkley or the Dolphins in this roster without Saquon Barkley?
I mean, I'd rather have the Dolphins roster.
Okay.
But why not both?
So no. Because you can't have... Dude, trade time, draft time, like off season is the worst with you. You don't reason at all. You see big name, I want him. I want him. You're a child. You're a child waiting at the register with the last little bit of candy on the way out. And you're reaching. You're reaching for all the candy, all the Kit Kats, the Snickers, Three Musketeers. You're reaching for all of it. And each time Mama Tobin has to put that down. Put that down. Put that down. That's what I'm saying to you. Put it down.
No, okay, but here's the thing, Peter Pan, where you have to grow up is the Dolphins are actually interested. So I'm not making this hocus pocus out of nowhere.
You choose to believe that because you want to believe that.
Why would it be out there?
We take a totally different article and you don't believe nothing in it.
You can't believe soccer reports. They said Messi wasn't going to come here.
Was it the same guy?
I don't know. I don't know who the
exactly.
soccer woj is.
You just read it and chose to believe what you want.
This is in the New York Post.
Great. You got to let this go, man. Like, you're not satisfied with the current roster?
I am satisfied.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You get Saquon Barkley. You know what you're going to have to do? Pay him. You're going to pay. You rather pay Saquon Barkley or Christian Wilkins? You rather pay Saquon Barkley or you rather pay Sealer? You rather pay Saquon Barkley or you rather pay?
I mean, Saquon, baby. I mean,
no, you're talking, first of all, if you understand football, then you understand that move would be dumb as hell.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because he's a running back, and you're gonna pay him instead of paying some of your defensive linemen and guys who you've had. And you would do that, no problem.
I am all in.
No,
okay.
No. That's not my question. You can't pay everybody.
No, you know what, dude? It's great that you're Robin Hood and all that.
That's the reality, though. You can't pay everybody.
Okay, but I'm just talking about this year. Let's go all in, baby.
But if you pay Saquon, how are you going to pay those other guys?
You don't got to pay him this year. He's already under contract.
Oh, so now you okay?
Don't got to pay him this year.
So now, and I'm not. I don't know how this works, but I'm almost guaranteeing you commented on Sealer and Christian Wilkins not getting paid. And now you're saying, well, we don't have to pay him yet.
We don't have to pay him yet.
But you were complaining about them not getting theirs a while
I wasn't
ago.
complaining about anything.
Okay.
I said that if anything, I said Christian Wilkins is a sucker for showing up to camp. He should have held out, made a stink.
So
Now that he's playing Mr. Nice Guy, great. There's no friends in football. Right now, what I want is Saquon Barkley on the Dolphins, and I want to go win the Super Bowl.
So you think Saquon Barkley put you over the top?
Doesn't hurt.
No, dude, you
Doesn't
can't just
hurt, baby.
You cannot just spend money like that.
Why not? But why
I
not?
You know what? I understand. It's not your money. You don't understand the salary cap. So why would you care?
Nobody understands the salary cap, dude. It's fugazi.
What is the salary cap?
Nobody understands the NFL salary cap. It's hocus pocus.
Let me explain to you how the salary cap works. You can pay a number of players a bunch of money, right? You can give them big signing bonuses.
Right.
In fact, when you do that, a lot of times you restructure a lot of other deals, give those guys a little extra money because in return, they lower their average salary. The average salary is what counts against the cap.
Right. Cool.
So that's how you make it work. So a lot of times when they gave Chubb his money, right? They redid Tyreek Hill's contract.
Right.
Right? That's just how it works. But it always works with guys you're going to keep. If you bring another guy in, okay, and you give him a contract at running back, which is also the whole league's gonna look at you like you're stupid.
Right.
Right. And if you do something like that, that guy had better be the difference in winning the championship or not. And I don't know if you can, I don't know based on the dynamics of your offense, if you could say that.
What if we just do it for the 1 year though? Like what if we just have him here and then
So
let him
give
walk?
up assets just for 1 year.
Yeah.
Why not keep your assets and draft your own running back?
They did that this year. I don't know if the kid's any good or not, though. Do we know if A-Chain's got the goods? I don't know if he's got the goods. I
Nobody
don't even
knew
know
Josh Jacobs was that good.
Yeah,
nobody knew the guy with the Jets was that good.
Do you think A-Chain's that good? I don't know. Use your Texas A&M sources.
I mean, I'll ask him.
He's fast. I know he's fast as hell.
I'll ask him.
You know? Can
I'll
he
ask
block
him.
anybody? I don't know. You know who I know
now
can
we
do that?
want him to block.
I don't know. You got to stay on the field,
You
baby.
you know what?
Saquon blocks.
Hold on. Marcos, here's what our guy does. He puts parameters on stuff so that what he's saying will look better.
That's not true.
Right? Because now all of a sudden he's asking, can A-Chain block? He's fast, but can he block? Right? Do you care if Saquon Barkley can block?
He can block.
Blocks well. Need him to block.
He's
you paying, dude. If you paying Saquon Barkley to come here, it ain't to block. Okay, stop it.
But those quads, dude.
Dude, why every time
you know what, dude?
I talk sports with you, I feel like we're looking at an ass model magazine. You always talk, but he's swole. He's swole. Whoa, he's big. Whoa, Marcos.
Why are you
intangibles? You see that? Like you just like, come on, man.
It's fine. It's fine. Listen, I didn't realize you were a self-hating running back. You know, I'm
not
trying
self-hating.
to put some value back
You know
on the
what I
running
am?
back, and you're
Here's what I am. Here's what I am. I'm a realist. Like, regardless of how much I hate the circumstance of the running back, I do understand where it is, where this all is. Is it going to change? I hope so. But for right now, nobody's paying running backs. You're going to look stupid if you go out and pay a running back.
Just for a 1 year deal, baby.
You're going to give up assets for 1 year?
Yeah, we're on the clock right now.
Do you know how ridiculous that sounds?
I don't think it sounds ridiculous. What's wrong with going all in? Nobody's ever taken a home run cut.
Is going all in with a running back advised?
This running back, but this running back.
His own team didn't look at him that way, and they got, what's his name? Mac Jones as a damn quarterback. Daniel Jones. They got Daniel Jones as a quarterback, and they didn't think it was that important. So
we're going to let somebody else's tomfoolery inspire our moves?
Dumb franchise.
Is it? They're a dumb franchise?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guess who signed with them?
Who?
Saquon Barkley.
For a year, though, dude. That's basically
fine,
like,
but
get
that's
me out of
fine.
here.
But that's fine. According to the Giants, mission accomplished.
For now. But
For
now
that's fine. So we say we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Nobody had to give up any assets, and you paid the lower end of a star running back salary. You want to trade assets?
Yeah.
No. Oh, what is wrong?
Not a
with
first rounder. Second rounder. maybe
Agba
two.
makes 15
second? By the way, second and third rounders now are probably more important than first rounders.
million.
All right, don't say things that you just
How
can't take.
dare you?
Dude, go look.
What?
Go
What does that
look.
mean? What does that mean? Go look.
Go
Go look
look.
what?
What do you mean by that?
Look at what?
Go look. How many first rounders the Dolphins have where you're like, come on, dude?
I don't know. A lot of their best players right now are first rounders, though.
Okay.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Saga.
It's about that time for us to. Yeah. What you know about going out? Head west, red legs, TVs, all up in the head.
All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Quick segment here so I don't get yelled at by my boss. We got really top heavy into the Saquon Barkley talk. I know Marcus is with me, though.
Look, he doesn't make that much money. It's not like we're going to be breaking the bank. I'll
Right.
give you Emmanuel Ogba because he makes $15 million, so the money works.
Who doesn't want some pass rush help?
Come on, dude.
And we're gluttonous with it. We have so much.
Who's a better running back than Saquon? For real. Like, we're getting him on the cheap skis. We're getting $1 million
on the cheap skis,
for
dude.
$500,000, dude.
I know, man. Listen, I'm with you. You're with me. We're a happy family. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Okay.
Now, look, I love Host It with the Mostert, too. I love it. If we have – here's the way I look at it. Look, if we go into this year and we have Raheem Mostert, cool. He's fast.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, Jeff? I'm good with going with the McDaniel crew. Don't get me wrong. But what's wrong with perusing? What can a little Harmsky do in a little trade fodder, a little trade talk before the year? We know Saquon's not happy. He's not going to be with the Giants long term. I don't know if he'll be with the Dolphins long term, but why don't we just take it for a spin?
We don't need him long term. We just need one.
Just need one, dude. Just need one. We'll take a quick break here. But if you guys want to go see the Marlins take on the Phillies, August 2nd, right now, caller 5 to our contest line, 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller number 5 will get a pair of tickets to Marlins and Phillies. That's going to be on August 2nd. So you guys can try and win those right now. Caller 5 to 305-567-0560 will get themselves a pair of tickets to Marlins and Phillies. Marlins about to be in action in about 20 minutes as they finish up their series with the Rays. You guys can get your tickets, marlins.com/tickets. But right now, if you want some free tickets, caller 5 to 305-567-0560. Back with more after this. All right, welcome back.
Am I the only one? Every time I hear this song now, I think of the Fritos commercial.
I mean, I think about Jay and Johnny parody, Return of the Back.
Okay.
What?
Leroy, I will say though, you have a strange memory for like commercial music.
Yeah, that's true.
I do. I don't know what it is. Like I'll see a commercial and they'll have like a artist on there, and I'll go and do some research and realize that artist's been around for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence.
That's what it was.
What?
Well, I was like, wait a minute. What the hell happened? When I came back and you were going to break again. I'm like, I looked at my clock. I'm like, wait a minute. Something's off. And then it just was explained. Gave away some Marlins tickets.
I love you, man. Sometimes
What's wrong?
Sometimes I just want to pinch your cheeks.
Really? Because I would be scared that if I went to pinch your cheeks, it's too close to your neck. And I want to stay. I go,
anyway, the Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence grand arrivals were yesterday, Leroy.
Really? When did they do the face off?
Today, I believe, is the press conference.
But there's no real hatred between these two.
A lot of respect. Oh no, tomorrow
Right.
is tomorrow's the press conference. Excuse me, and then the weigh-in is on Friday. So I don't know. I think today's like media workouts. Like they'll do some hitting the pads and stuff in front of everybody. You know, get everybody goosed up for that.
You know what's funny?
But the real grand arrival is until we arrive.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious? That in football, they lock up practice like Fort Knox.
Yeah.
And in boxing, they want as many people in there as possible.
For sure. The only thing they usually are weird about is sparring. But hitting the mitts and all that type of stuff. A lot of stuff's just for show. Like I've gotten a ton of these media workouts. Like, all right, what do you guys want to see? And we want to see you do the pad thing, baby. You know?
Everybody's a big fan of the pads. Is that from Mayweather?
Yeah, Mayweather made that really popular.
Right.
Mayweather made that really popular. And then doing some cool jump rope. If you could do some cool jump rope, that's cool. You know, that looks good for the cameras. But yeah, we're looking forward to that. Dolphins probably wrap it up. I would say their practice fairly soon. They practice like an hour and a half probably today. First one of the day.
Yeah, it's usually like an hour and a half, hour 45, unless there's some discussions.
Right.
And it'll last a little bit longer.
As an NFL insider, I can report about 4 minutes ago practice ended.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's only like an hour 15.
There you go.
Yep.
Brief. Well, that's Mike McDaniel. I think he does that. Like he likes to keep them brief. Keep them brief. Keep them wanting more.
Well, I had coaches that say that too. Say, look, practice only going to be an hour and 25 minutes if we go out there and do what we need to do.
Right.
If we get to some points where some other things need to be taught, we need to redo some stuff, then we'll be out here for a minute.
Yeah, from Daniel Oifusi of the Miami Herald. First Dolphins camp practice just ended. Fairly uneventful, but a good back and forth. Play of the day was an acrobatic bobbling reception by Jaylen Waddle on a pass to Tua along the sideline. Traveled around 40 yards. Waddle twisted around to get it. Yeah, Jaylen Waddle's good. He's good. And
Isn't that crazy that we're so into what Tyreek Hill does and his big playability that what's getting lost in this is don't sleep on Waddle.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Crisp. What?
Because you always got to go, right? You could have said, yeah, but no. That's what I'm saying. Crisp. You have to go to extra. Like, you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong?
Like, or here's what he do. I'll say something, and he goes, we're samesies. You agree with me? I'm like, no, you know that's going to start some conversation? No.
A lot of the times, training camp tweets are pretty uneventful, but can I give you one that'll make us all happy?
Teron Armstead practice?
No, he did not practice.
Okay.
Doug Keed from the Boston Herald. Mac Jones, first competitive pass of Patriots training camp, picked off by Kyle Duggar.
yeah. Man, I thought you were talking about the Dolphins, but that is funny.
and apparently it was a target to Mike Gesicki. Welcome to hell, Mike.
This guy's a bomb.
Not Mike Gesicki.
No, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
I was reading a story from Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell was saying that Mac Jones disrespectful last year on the field with the trash talk.
What?
Disrespectful. Yep.
You ain't that guy.
You ain't that guy. You're not that guy, pal.
You know what's amazing? I never felt the need to talk trash.
This is what Calais Campbell said. He said, Phillip Rivers was a good trash talker. He was never disrespectful. Mac Jones, actually, he was kind of disrespectful. I'm like, hold on, man. It was just trash talk at the highest level, and it was like, you don't trash talk me.
Yeah, it's awesome. Calais Campbell's a very scary man.
Well, Calais Campbell, I think, wrecked Mac Jones's ankle last year because he's a monster.
I mean, because he's think about this. Calais Campbell is the defensive version of Brian McKinney.
Mons. It's a giant.
It's a giant.
But when he tells the story, he's laughing too.
It's a giant.
It's a giant.
He goes, "That's me. I'm the giant."
If you guys missed it, Brian McKinney joined us earlier this week. He told us about when kids see him, the reaction is just simply, "It's a giant.
It's a giant."
Because kids don't. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. One time I was at Publix, right, and we had this lady that we would see all the time. I had little Rebecca. She was like 4. We go into Publix. We ordering some meat at the counter, and she goes, "Hi, Rebecca. How you doing?" And she goes, "Ooh, you got a mustache just like Daddy." She said,
"Oh no!"
I was like, "What do you? Hey, do I dap her up, or do I get the hell out of there?" Right? I'm like, "Let's go get some fruit." Right? Like, holy smokes.
Also, of practice today, apparently the Jets had to do push-ups. The Jets offense had to do push-ups after losing to the defense today.
That's a normal. That's no big deal. Some coaches put it out there though. Just imagine having 2-a-days, and if you lose that evening like session, you got to run gassers. That's what Bill used to do.
Man,
let me tell you something. The intensity and the competition was on high alert because we was all tired, and the one thing that would kill us is running after practice.
Wow. It's very it's very exciting. Football is in the air, everybody. Football is in the air. It is back, and makes us
we
all.
got 2 weeks. We got the next week.
I think next week's Hall of Fame game. Yeah,
next weekend,
and then the week after that, Dolphins will be in action.
They only play 2 preseason games, right?
Dolphins?
No, everybody. Is it 2?
No, it's 3.
It's 3. Okay.
Yeah,
it'll be 2 in another couple of years.
Yeah, and then there'll be 18 regular season games.
Yes.
Running backs.
Dude, you know what? And I think according to your position, you should be compensated accordingly. If you play a position whose career is much shorter, then your starting point should be higher.
I agree with that.
Because keep in mind, as a running back, you don't have time to work your way up through an organization. Because by the time you work your way through, say if you're 25, 26 years old and you've been a backup for 2 or 3 years, right? Then they come to you and say, "We're not paying you. You're going to be 30 in 3 years." So you never actually get it.
Well, that's the thing that's crazy is like now it's like Saquon's 26. Nah. Sorry, can't risk it. Josh Jacobs. Isn't Josh
younger than him?
Josh Jacobs younger than him. Nah, can't do it. Sorry. Thank Todd Gurley.
Oh my God, he got 60 million.
Yeah.
And they knew his knees was bad.
I know. Man.
Todd Gurley, 28.
What?
Right now.
Wow.
But in fairness to all the other guys, Todd Gurley came into the league with bone on bone.
Yeah.
And everybody knew it. So that's the Rams' fault.
Still though. I mean,
that was a quick drop off though. I know we talk about how the shelf life for running backs has seen.
It has to, dude. Let me tell you
quick.
something. Bone on bone is like a pitcher trying to pitch with Tommy John.
But if you're telling me he's
before Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, because if you're telling me he's 28, then that means he was out of the league by 26, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is insane. Do you have Raheem Mostert yesterday? He did speak on this a little bit about the whole running back kerfuffle that's going on right now and the Zoom call that they had and where things are at. And Raheem Mostert had some thoughts on it. This is what he had to say.
It's a very touchy subject right now, especially in the position of the running backs. You know, this game is evolving more so than ever into a pass game, and you know you have to look at it as, hey, look, this is something that we have to adjust to, but at the same time, we still understand our value. As you could tell, you can see what's going on with all the different running backs, you know, not being paid the way they're supposed to be, which is unfortunate, but I think it's definitely one of those points where you do have to make a stand. I mean, think about, you know, other positions in the league that, you know, back in the day were non-existent. Receivers were definitely, you know, that case. And now they're, you know, being blown up in the aspect of being, important in the offense and, you know, vice versa. So in regards to the running back, you know, we do have to do a lot, and, you know, it's definitely sad.
Yeah.
I think of it this way. I don't think people fully understand what a running back has to do. A running back is one of the few people that has to have a connection with everybody. He runs routes according to what the wide receivers run. He runs routes according to what the protection is. He blocks according to what the protection is. He has to work with the offensive lineman. He has to work with the wide receivers. He has to work with the quarterback. Everybody doesn't have that, right? Everybody doesn't. The wide receiver is just counting bodies and looking at the quarterback. You don't have to worry about pass pro. You don't have to worry about checking inside out and all that stuff. You know, and so what hurt the running back position, and you could kind of see it coming, was the phrase third down back, right? It used to be you played every down. Then they started bringing in specialists for certain situations. You got your short yardage back. You got your third down back. You got your back who runs routes. And so when you start dividing up all these duties, it becomes less and less important to pay a guy, because you need two or three to do everything that needs to be done. However, there are guys that do everything, and those guys should be compensated.
Shmeeth and Schmolik says Todd Gurley has 1,000 more carries than Mostert in his career, and Mostert is 31.
Yeah, I was looking over the stats for Gurley. Every year he played no less than 13 games. Even the year that he was essentially injured with Atlanta. But he had a year of 1,300 yards, 1,200 yards, 1,100 yards, and that's just rushing. So he had a really successful career, and then all of a sudden in 2020 he was just done. You know, and like you said, I know it's the bone-to-bone thing, but
dude, I'm telling you right now. You remember when I told you, and I came in and said, "Hey, I got a broken leg."
Yeah,
that's what bone on bone feels like.
Ugh.
Like you can't do any pressure you put on your leg, because you don't have that cushion in between your fibula and your tibia. and those two bones rub, it hurts. So, but my thing is that should every running back be penalized because Todd Gurley came into the league with banged up knees?
Probably not, but like that feels like the one that I always just look at. I'm like, well, I know he got a monster contract, and I'm glad that he did because he was obviously his production was amazing. But I guess Zeke too, kind of. Zeke got that was a big thing to pay Zeke.
Both of these running backs deserve it, though. I feel like
right.
Gurley had 2,000 yards for one of these years. Like, you're not paying a guy who was a bum. He was the best running back at certain points. Right. 2,000 yards in one season for a running back is, phenomenal.
That's with rushing and receiving.
Rushing and receiving.
Yeah, and like 20 touchdowns that year. Like, you're paying a guy who was what was he, 24 at that point? Now it seems like now it's like 24. Ooh, getting kind of old there.
But here's what's happening.
Treating them like playmates.
Is think about this. Think about this. You got to go to college for you got to go to college for 3 years. Now at every other position, that doesn't hurt you. But at running back, being in college an extra year takes away from the amount of money you can earn in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I went 4 years.
Do you think with NIL, a running back like Todd Gurley is maybe going to stay that 4th year now? The next Todd Gurley, if you will. Any running backs that have any sort of popularity in college, are they more inclined to take that 4th year because that college money is getting as good?
I think you almost have to look at the draft and figure out, because guess what? You got to be, who's that kid, Bijan?
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. He was phenomenal at Texas. He was unbelievable. But you almost have to be one of one. Like, you have to be so unique that you're going to be the first running back taken. If not, then you start weighing the NIL options. Because why don't I just continue to have success while making some money and not have to worry about in 3 or 4 years whether they're going to give me a contract? Have some fun, enjoy it. Or you're going to have guys that play running back that's going to try to find alternative positions.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can text the show 305-567-0560. You guys can call us there as well. And we're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel. Keep it rolling after this.
Knock, knock.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560. Got Rats Off a Ship coming up later on this hour. Miami Dolphins training camp, day one in the books. Tua meeting with the media. We'll bring you a little bit of a Tua coming up later on in the program today. Tua has said on Justin Herbert's contract, quote, it's a really good quarterback market. I mean, yeah, quarterbacks aren't having any Zoom meetings about the money.
No kidding.
It's something. I will say we have something from Tyreek Hill is saying on the incident from the marina from Josh Moser's Twitter account. I can't be a bonehead like that. He is cooperating with the NFL, but he is not worried about a suspension. So
yeah,
good news there from Tyreek Hill. Takes accountability, but he's right, dude. You're the cheetah. Don't slap people upside the head, man. Come on.
He didn't slap him upside the head.
Back of the neck. Don't slap people in the back of the neck. You're very famous. Do what did Chris Carter say, Leroy?
Fall guy.
It's much. You got to be like Tristan Thompson. Oh, there's an incident outside Poppy Steak. Get away from that incident.
I mean, but it's Tristan Thompson. Come on.
Well, you know.
He can't even figure out which hand to shoot with. By the way, something really weird this week.
What's that?
So
did you mute yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. When I was watching the Open Championship and Brian Harmon won, right? He's a left-hander, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. He threw the golf ball in the stands right-handed.
Isn't that like Phil?
Yeah, Phil's an idiot though.
I think Tua's like that though. I think Tua's, except for throwing, I think he's righty.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
My brother was left-handed, but he batted right-handed and kicked with his right foot.
I believe LeBron is lefty except for shooting.
Right. But
weird.
he finishes at the rim better to the left.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I blame kindergarten teachers.
What?
I'll tell you why. I had a similar experience. I kick with my left, I dribble with my left, but I write with my right. And I know the reason why. I was shamed into this. Kindergarten, you trace your hand. What hand do you write with? Right? I went up, I traced both hands because I wrote with both, lady. She said, no, stupid, pick one. So now I was like, well, everyone else is doing right. I'm going to do right then. But I feel like I do so much stuff with my left hand. I may have been guilty of this.
You basically just admitted to being a follower.
Yes, I was in kindergarten.
Well, I mean, he was yelled at by an authority figure.
Right? She's like, you can't use both, dummy. And
I
was
actually
like,
have
what?
I had a similar story, Marcos, because my handwriting is really bad. Like I have chicken scratch. But it was like,
why does that term exist?
Chicken scratch?
Yeah.
Huh. I just think as if you would imagine a chicken to go like, it kind of just looks like a chicken with scratch.
Only you would give us a visual of a chicken scratching.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes from. I mean, I may be wrong. I don't know. That's what I've always. That
is the term of a person who can't write, chicken scratch.
Yeah. So I was like, when I was, so it was probably third grade. I was like, really getting into baseball, but I was like, also like at the, age where I was trying stuff out. And one time my dad and I had a playing catch. I was playing catch lefty. And so I guess like they had a parent teacher conference this like soon thereafter, and divorced dad, I guess he's like, let me really give the teacher something here in the meeting. And so, she was like, oh, what's Brendan into? He goes, oh, really into baseball. He was trying lefty. And so she just drops that nugget onto her. And then I specifically remember my next class, she goes, hey, your father tells me that you're trying to throw lefty. You ever think about writing lefty?
Wow.
She was shaming my handwriting so much.
This is so bad that this is
so you don't write left-handed?
No, I kept going on right hand, but she tried to do the Marcos to me, but in reverse, because she said my handwriting in third grade was so bad, I should consider writing lefty.
But wait, here's
by the time you're 8, you can't switch.
Wait,
yeah.
But
committed.
Here's the deal, though.
Can't believe she did that to you.
Right? It almost sounds like you were left-handed and you were right-handed.
No, because
That's
do
why
everything.
she said that.
Nah, no. Because I was only playing around. My dad was just trying to be an oversharer, you know.
We have my wife and my daughter are left-handed. Yeah. And I have suggested, because I used to take Fonz to the park, you know, to see what he like. We play basketball, baseball, you know, he tried all the stuff. I take him out there, do some soccer. I remember asking him, "You sure you're not left-handed?"
That's the same energy, Tobin.
Wow, that's the same thing that my DJ
I was just
did.
curious because sometimes things look awkward.
Wow. Isn't the entire Marlins bullpen left-handed?
Yeah, that's a problem. No, they're
Only the
they're all
ones who
left-handed,
only the ones who give up the meatballs.
which is everybody.
Stolen McRib says, so is Tobin spelling bad as a result of the wrong hand too? It's possible. I've always thought that I might have like some reading issues. Like I definitely, you know, this stuff is all diagnosed these days, but I didn't back in the day. That wasn't the case.
For one, you just said, is Tobin spelling bad? And the message says, so is Tobin's bad spelling. So I think you may have something going on right now.
Yeah, I think I do. Is that dyslexia? Like when you flip words? I think I have some of that. I think
You and Kevin Hart in night school.
I think I have some of that.
Won't stop you from drawing up some good plays, though.
No, dude, listen, I've been working on my play.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to unveil. I really can't. It's called the Bootleg Scoot Boogie, and it's
is that a country song?
Yeah, Boot Scoot Boogie.
Okay.
For the bootleg Scoot Boogie.
Somebody said the Juggernaut saw Leroy's pads and said, "Take it easy, man." Leroy shoulder pads had their own locker. Leroy shoulder pads were made at Costco. And an interesting note about running backs. Who's the highest paid running back in the league right now?
I don't know.
McCaffrey?
If I had to guess, I would say McCaffrey if I had to guess.
Nope.
Who?
Bijan.
That makes sense. Yeah, because what's his guarantee? He was what, a top something pick? So yeah, it makes sense.
Wow.
That's scary.
It's all downhill from here, Bijan.
Yep. You better get that first money.
Saw a stat that like he's not even the best running back. It says he'll make 13 million total cash this season as a rookie. And like how much did Saquon just sign for? Like 12?
11.
10 or 11.
That's crazy.
11, I think it was like 10 can get to 12 with incentives.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs led the NFL in rushing last season. Will make 3.5 million less.
Wheesh. Man.
Well, there's going to be a lot more than that because I doubt if he's showing up right away.
Menu 631 says AI is going to be doing all the writing in the future. He's not wrong. Like my son basically just Googles. He basically just, yells into Google and he can find whatever he wants now.
Yep. Not sure why Allen Iverson will be responsible for writing though, but I get it.
-1.
Dude, you're rubbing off
-1.
You're rubbing off on him.
No, Hostert with the Mostert was way better than that.
No, it was not.
No, it was, dude. What are you talking about?
It was not.
By the way, Hostert with the Mostert reminds me of mustard. And do you know that Skittles is coming out with a limited edition for National Mustard Day? Mustard flavored Skittles?
-1 to Skittles.
Yeah, come on, dude.
-1.
Like, there's a handful of products that don't need to venture out anywhere. Just stay in your lane, right? Skittles is one of them.
Definitely.
Like you went with the sweet, you went with the sour, right? You went with the combo.
The tropical.
Tropical. That's it.
Mustard flavored Skittles. You guys aren't a fan?
Rats off the ship on that.
Yeah.
French's. French's teams up.
Was
so
offended?
You said was offended? No, they're the ones behind this.
Oh man. We'll take a quick break. Rats off a ship is next. Oh, welcome back, everybody. It is time for Rats Off a Ship. Give us some topics from Jennifer. We will tell you whether or not we are staying on the ship or getting our fur wet. What do you got today, J Fig?
You're a hairless cat.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm talking about Tobes.
Oh.
She's like, I have hair.
Oh, because every time I have my hair up, Leroy has to say something about it.
Oh,
wow. All right.
Wow.
I didn't mean that in any kind of way. I'm saying, like, last time you said I was part of a
synchronized swimming. That's the way
Yeah.
they wear their hair.
No.
There you go. Nice moves, Leroy. Look at those guns, Leroy.
What does that say? Jet Black Alley Cat?
Yeah, it's
They
a band
don't
that broke
swim.
up.
How could you see that? Oh, yeah.
It's on their shirt.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Okay. Number 1, Jaylen Brown being on the Celtics the entirety of his contract.
Man. I'm going to say Rats Off a Ship. But I don't think it's because Jaylen Brown doesn't seem like he digs playing in Boston very much. So I could see after a couple of years making a stink and getting his way out, especially since people are doing that early and earlier. Doesn't really seem it matters what the contract is. They're not afraid to ask out anymore. I feel like Jaylen Brown's going to be in that same ilk, especially you guys. I mean, they're going to continue to get their ass kicked by the Heat. Who wants to keep doing that?
I am not Rats Off a Ship for this reason. You're making a terrible assumption, right? Did you see how shocked we were when Jaylen Brown got $300 million?
Yes.
You think we the only ones? So you think somebody else gonna sign up to pay that money? No.
I don't know. Like I feel like Jaylen Brown's still.
It ain't Jason Tatum. It's Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown's still a good player, though. Like we were
He's
talking
a good
about.
player.
We were
He's a
saying,
good. I'm not saying that.
I believe you were saying he was the better player on the Celtics the year beforehand.
Yes.
So I think somebody will believe in that eventually, and yeah, I think that'll be a thing. I don't think that he'll be in Boston for the entirety of that contract.
Okay.
J Fig, what about you?
I actually agree with you, Tobin. I'm Rats Off a Ship.
Rats off a ship.
Swimming rats, Marcos. What about you?
Same. I don't think he likes Boston enough to stay for the entirety.
We don't like you either, Jaylen. Why don't you just leave us now? Have the divorce early.
Also, I don't feel like they're loyal. I mean, they traded Marcus Smart. Who are they loyal to, really? They're doing the old, they
Stevens.
Get the big contract, and they'll trade him eventually.
Rats off a ship.
I hate when teams, the Heat don't do this, but I hate when teams seem like they only value points and rebounds, because one of the biggest pieces of their team is the guy they just got rid of, and Marcus Smart. He gives that team heart, right? Because a lot of times Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum just look like,
his brick set up Derek White for the game winner.
Jeez.
What's number 2, J Fig?
Dalvin Cook going to the Patriots. Team confirms they've been in contact.
Rats off a ship. I still feel like this is all leverage plays to get the Dolphins a little bit more interested. That's why all the leaks appear that he's AFC East. But I think if all things being equal, he wants to play at home. He wants to be here. And he wants to go play running back for Bill Belichick.
You're an idiot, but that's okay. I still love you. Okay. Contrary to popular belief, you're saying all these things about who he doesn't want to play for, who he wants to play for. He wants to play for home. He wants to play for money.
Right.
Okay. We wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't about money.
I agree.
So he's going to the highest bidder.
And you think that's going to be the Patriots?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be the Patriots, but I know it's not going to be the Dolphins.
I don't know.
I don't think the Dolphins are going to be the highest.
See, the way I think, though, I feel like if there was a highest bidder, he would have gone already. You know, I feel like
I don't think he's in a hurry.
I don't think he's in a hurry either. But I feel like it's a little obvious when all the other teams interested appear to be in the Dolphins division. He's from Miami. He wants to play with the Dolphins if the money was equal. So like I feel like it's all just kind of a play to get the Dolphins to push a little bit more.
You know how many years I said I wanted to play with the Saints publicly? Right.
How many did you?
You said that a lot?
Yeah. Well, every time I was a free agent. I was only a free agent twice.
So you said it twice that you wanted to play for the Saints.
Yeah, but I was asked the question the same way other guys. Who's your dream team? So yeah, but one of the reasons why is every time I had a conversation with them, they weren't paying. I'm like, all right, never mind. See you next year.
Also, didn't they trade their entire draft for Wiki Williams?
Did you just call him Wiki?
You did say Wiki.
Damn it!
Hey, wait, I'm sorry. I want to apologize.
Goes hand on hand with what you said last segment.
I want to apologize because I don't know why the four of us do a show in hopes that somebody slips up so we could get them, but but nothing gets past anybody.
Wiki.
What's your thoughts on Dalvin Cook, J-Fig?
I don't see it happening, so I'm gonna say rats off a ship.
Rats off a ship.
And Marcos?
I am unfortunately not rats off a ship on the idea. I know he's from Miami, but he is still a Seminole. And he did still shred through the Hurricanes with joy. I wouldn't be surprised if he does this whole chip on the shoulder thing. Signs with Belichick and then comes home and does what he did to us in college.
I wouldn't like that. What's number 3, J-Fig?
The Dolphins trading for Saquon Barkley. The New York Post says they were interested.
Not rats off a ship. In fact, I think the door's open even more than it ever has been. He's now under contract, not on the tag. Dolphins clearly star hunting in the backfield. They're tired of Dalvin Cook's act. So you know what, Dalvin? You danced around too much.
Wait a minute. So now you're off on Dalvin Cook.
Yep. Now we're going to trade for Saquon, dude. Sorry. You had your chance. Now we're going to trade some second rounders, get a Saquon Barkley, baby. Woo-hoo! Leroy?
Mark that.
I'm rats off a ship on this.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Rats off a ship.
What about you, J-Fig?
I'm gonna continue swimming here.
Oh,
rats off
because you don't want it to happen. You think it's irresponsible, or you just think it's improbable?
You're irresponsible. You're being irresponsible.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
Irresponsible Tobes back at it again.
Wow.
That's what they call you.
They don't call me that.
They definitely call you that.
Why the only thing they call you is the nice names? What about all the
nice
jackasses
names.
being out there? Yeah, the ones you give them. You know what they call me. You know what they call me. You know what they say. It's never nothing bad when it's about old Tobes. Says Tobes.
He's a saint.
Well, I got the other side of that ledger. On my ledger is a bunch more jackasses and not thinking right.
Yeah, but half of those are Schmeathan who's submitting those. By the way, I'm not rats off a ship. Go get Saquon.
Okay.
Really? Don't let Marcos.
Saquon.
Don't let him be a bad. Don't have you being a bad GM too.
Don't let them bully you, Marcos.
He doesn't make that much money. What does he make? Like 12, 13 million? That's Ogba's contract.
Final one, J-Fig. What do we got?
The Marlins getting back on track.
Ooh.
Be careful, Leroy. You are in microphone territory.
Yes.
I'm not rats off a ship with them getting back on track, but it better be quick because by next week, if we do the same topic, I might be feeling different.
Can I just say this?
Man, it's been bad.
I'm not rats off a ship because they've already exceeded everything that we thought they would. However, come on, right? Like I'm not rats off a ship, but I am very, very cautious about how I proceed with this team.
I am looking around the ship right now to find a life preserver, just so I know my exit strategy.
I mean, I
You
looked
should
to see
always
where I
know
was.
your exit
Hey,
strategy.
I think I looked to see where I was going to jump in the water off the boat, and Sandy said over here.
The Marlins are up currently in the top of the fourth, 2-1 on the Rays. So that's good.
Well, maybe that one run is the big inning.
Maybe he can keep it together today.
Because you know that one inning, he goes 6 scoreless, but that 7th inning, he'd give up 4 runs.
True. True. J Fig, what about you?
I'm not rats off a ship. I believe they can. We've seen a lot of miracles happen with this team this season. So,
Marcos?
Let me tell you, based off how this pitch goes, that's going to determine whether or not I'm rats off a ship. I'm not rats off a ship, but it has nothing to do with baseball, and it has everything to do with how handsome Skip Schumacher is.
Wow.
Can't give up on him. Too good looking.
Too handsome.
So my rats remain on a ship.
John Birdie with the RBI single today, and then he scored on a Jacob Stallings double.
Visit to the mound. Let's go, guys. I'm trying to determine whether or not I'm rats off a ship.
Get it together, dude.
Come on, Rays.
Final hour of the show coming on up. We'll hear a little bit from Tua after he wrapped up his first practice, and we will get the deets on his new ink next.
is a groove. Slight.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Final hour of the show coming on up. Leroy and I will be doing the show live from Las Vegas the next couple days. We will be there for Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, biggest boxing match of the year. Can't wait. Goosies galore. New Vegas stories.
Yeah. Although you got to play the hits. If you guys get an opportunity to come across a mariachi band, hooligans or churros, you must engage.
Don't forget about a shark aquarium.
Oh, yes. And you guys have to look.
Do you guys have any plans?
Suspiciously close.
Only one thing that's a definite, we're going to eat meat happy hour.
That's right. That is right, dude. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Marlins right now are taking on the Rays in a short 2-game set, and your score in the bottom of the fourth is 5-1 Fish.
Yes.
Marlins, a little offensive.
We went on commercial, and I was like, wow, they would love to see this right now. 3 runs back to back.
Yeah, the Marlins got RBI single from Jacob Stallings, who's driven in 3 already, or driven in a pair of runs already. A couple of RBI knocks for him. Luis Arraez with a ground rule double for an RBI put the Marlins up 5-1. So hopefully Sandman gave you some run support, dude. Last year you got no run support. You were amazing. You got a little run support today. Let's shut this puppy down going into the 5th inning now. So he did get out of the 4th. So that's great. Meanwhile, the Pinks, they won yesterday 4-0. If you guys missed it, that was here on 560 WQM. Messi, dude. Amazing. We've talked about it earlier in the show, but pretty crazy start to his career here. This is an unreal debut.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Three goals in
2 games and an assist.
It's pretty wild. Pretty wild.
Whoever got that assist, whoever he gave that assist to is lucky bastard. He just playing with Messi. I'm getting opportunities.
He also got an assist to himself because he kicked one off the pole and then just get boop. Little scoot in.
The old off the backboard, huh?
Yep.
Pretty good Messi.
Hey, this Messi, he's good.
Got a future.
He is really good. Meanwhile, the Dolphins have wrapped up their first day of training camp practice. Some of the headlines out of that. No Teron Armstead. He is on the PUP list. He got his knee scoped. And so, but McDaniel he said out of all the people hurt, and he's definitely the biggest headline guy ever, he says he actually expects him back the quickest. So they are not concerned with where Armstead is. They're obviously just super cautious with their star left tackle.
You know what they're doing. Yep. They're giving him a break. Why don't you start camp a week later? We're going to put you on the PIP to look at some other players. Because here's what that PUP list does. You get put on that list. You can have a number of guys on that list, but you can have more guys in camp. See what I'm saying?
Give us some more reps.
The PUP guys don't count against the people in camp.
I definitely don't see the point in Teron Armstead sweating with no pads either. Like, what's the point? You could tweak something. He was wearing shorts at the time. What's the point?
Is that the most embarrassing injuries to have in football?
Yeah, I mean, you tell me.
With no pads? Or the most terrifying injury in all of sports? When they go non-contact leg injury. Ooh, that's the worst.
Yeah, brutal. Yeah. Other headlines, Tyreek Hill has told reporters that he feels bad about being a bonehead for that incident, but is working with the NFL, does not expect to be suspended for the thing that went down at the marina. As Adam Schefter reported, all parties are good with what happened, or everybody's cool with each other. So looks like Tyreek Hill will be fine, and he's ready to go catch bombs. Jalen Waddle and Tua Tagovailoa had the biggest highlight of the day. The Dolphins tweeted it out. If you guys want to go check it out.
Hey, still waiting. I mean, I always know this time of year I can yell at you.
What?
But we haven't had it yet.
What?
Stock up, stock down.
Well, you gotta assess. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. We gotta assess the day. I would say Jalen Waddle, stock up.
Because he caught a ball? That's his job.
Dude, the catch was good. He caught a bomb and then caught it right off a snowman's head.
Oh, I don't like that. But I like that.
That's the Mike McDaniel. That is where it comes from. I'm happy and I'm sad. That's exactly the origins of that.
I'm happy and I'm sad.
It usually takes in camp. It usually takes the offense longer to get it going.
Marlins just went up 6-1, by the way. Brian De La Cruz with a home run. So the Marlins poured it on this afternoon on the old Ray skis.
You know what they're trying to do? Are they leaving town today?
Yes.
They're trying to hurry up and get the hell out of here before it starts raining.
They have Miguel Cabrera weekend this weekend because the Tigers are in town.
Wait.
This is
Oh,
final
so
year.
they're on the road now.
Yes, they're in Tampa.
Oh, okay. I thought they were here.
They're in Tampa.
Miguel Cabrera, the biggest boneheaded trade of Marlins history.
Yep. But a great and only won a championship with the Fish.
Hey, you see, anybody see them old Marlins photos of Miggy and how skinny he was?
I do. You see him on the turnpike. The pictures of young Miggy next to current day Miggy. Meanwhile, Tua, we'll hear a little bit from our Dolphins quarterback here as the big news today, he unveiled the sleeve tattoo. And of course was asked about this after practice.
This is what we're talking about.
Yes. Okay. We
Oh.
have football stuff too, but this is important. Tua on his ink.
It's something that falls off a piece that I had earlier this year. It's a piece that represents my first child. There's a lot of things that go on behind it, a lot of cultural significance, a lot of things that has to do with protection, guidance, sort of things like that we believe in the Samoan culture. So that's what it is. And then we implemented this piece that I already had with this. So it's almost like when you pray, you take it off, it kind of has the sense of you're taking part of the tribal out of this side. So
how long does something like that take?
This was about 3 sessions. Took about 2.5 days. Yeah. So took about 2 full days and then like a half day. A lot of detail.
Hey, it ain't worth doing if it ain't worth doing right.
What?
Exactly, dude.
Committed. That's what he said.
That's I really thought he was going to say it ain't worth doing if it ain't worth doing. I was like, okay.
That's the point.
No, you better not. No. No.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Yeah. Attaboy. Tua also, he talked about this offense and how stacked they are, and it kind of gives you the goosies on what he thinks this offense can do.
God willing, we all can stay healthy. I think this offense can do crazy things. I think we can be dangerous. I think we have the potential to do something really, really special for the city of Miami, to do something special for the organization, to do something special for, guys on our team that don't really have that opportunity. But it's almost like we all have some sort of influence in others' lives when we play together and when we win and when we do something special. Whether you're a 2 or 3, whether you're a practice squad player, guys want people that win. And so I would say that's the expectation, that's the hope, and that's what we're looking for.
Wow.
Goosies galore.
Goosies!
Wow. QB1, dude. Uno.
Daddy loves you guys.
Wow.
You understand I got to sit 5 hours on a plane next to this man, right?
I know. I'm really excited to hear how that goes. I was
Wow.
just thinking about that earlier.
Leroy.
You guys going to watch stuff? You can watch the quarterback show.
Oh, man.
Are you sitting next to each other?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna take some
The amount of beverages.
I'm gonna take something and go to sleep.
I got the Bluetooth earbuds that split. You could share skis.
Oh,
That's cute.
What do you got on no, they're gonna play a movie in the plane.
I don't know if
They're not gonna play it.
I don't know if you want to watch.
You are.
You don't want to watch me in quarterback.
See, that's why I don't. Because we'd be watching the show and he'd be next to me, Patrick Mahomes in it, and everybody look over at us like we crazy, and it's actually only him.
Oh,
I hope
man.
they do.
Wow.
It's the beauty about having Tobin as your friend.
Yeah. I mean,
Come on, just a little
like,
quarterback
come on.
show.
he is the only friend I've ever had. What are you going to do? I'm going to find hooligans.
That's wonderful. You always need a Tobin around.
Schmeeth and Schmolnick says if that too is about protection, I know Austin Jackson ain't on it.
Dude, come on. Does Austin Jackson get a chance to develop? You think Austin Jackson gonna suck forever?
I mean, like, I don't even know if he sucks. He doesn't play.
Okay.
Eichenberg sucks.
I mean,
I think he sucks.
Can I just say this?
What?
The transition from doing it with guys your age to doing it with grown-ass men sometimes takes a minute.
I demand him to figure out.
I'm not going to totally dismiss his abilities, right? Sometimes you don't ever pick it up. So I'm not going to dismiss his bad play.
Right.
But I'm not going to just totally say that he doesn't have it in him. That's why he got drafted where he did. That's why they put him in the lineup, because they see something.
I demand Eichenberg to figure out how to block all the Boses. Let's go. Chop, chop.
Demands.
Well, that's a lot of. How many guys in the league can block all the Boses?
All of them, dude. I think, isn't Bosa holding out? Nick Bosa? I think he didn't show up.
Saquon.
Yeah, in San Fran.
One's in San Fran, one's in San Diego, right? Or in LA.
Yeah. No, Joey, I think, is fine. I think Nick is holding out.
Nick is holding out.
Right.
Meanwhile, speaking of the Netflix show, Tua was asked about would he be on the Netflix show.
I can give you an answer. That's not my thing.
We'll see how accurate Leroy is.
Yeah. I have seen it. There have been talks about going on it. But I feel like right now it just isn't the right time. But even too, because I'm a very personal guy, I felt like the series was a lot more personal. It was a lot more about their personal lives than it was more so what they did on the football field. And for me, that's not something that I like to do, especially to show my kid on national television or, people seeing what I do. It would just be too hard to turn off. After a loss is tough as it is. I don't know how that would go trying to talk about a loss in my car. So.
Not his thing.
Not his thing.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
Not his thing yet.
No, he's never going to be comfortable with them digging in his personal life.
Well,
he told you that.
He'll probably
stop ignoring. Why do you ignore what people say?
I'm not ignoring
he said the biggest problem he has for it is it dips too much in his personal life.
Right.
If he's been approached and there were talks about it, but the time's not right, I think what he first wants is let's have a good season. Let's put that under our belt.
Have the child grow a little bit more.
The biggest
grow a little
issue.
more.
Why don't you hear everything?
This kid's a baby.
Why don't you hear everything?
Maybe he was just being nice and said yet.
Here's the deal. He pretty much put it out there. The reasons why he would never want to do a show like that. They go too far into his personal life.
He didn't say never.
He's not a fan of that.
He didn't say never, though. You're see here, you accuse me of making stuff up. You're making stuff up. Well, yes,
I repeated exactly what he said.
Oh, dude, but you're ignoring that he said it wasn't the right time.
You know when the right time was going to be?
Never.
Never.
When he gets a Super Bowl ring.
No, even more so.
I like that he said that he wouldn't know when to turn it off.
Right. You know what that means, J-Fig? Carries it with him.
Some people get very sucked up in reality TV shows. I know it's not a reality TV show, but it's his reality.
I was trying to think. My first year in the pros kind of beat that out of me. Because I lost more games my rookie year than I lost in college and high school put together. So when you go 3-13, you lose that aspect of, I hate losing. Right? You don't like it, but you have to you learn how to deal with it. I learned how to deal with it a lot sooner. But what I want, I'm not like it. I don't. Here, some people look at it. There's one or two ways you could look at this. People could grow fonder of you because they understand who you are as a person.
A lot of people like Kirk Cousins now.
Or
I do.
Or people want to get personal because they have that personal connection through that show. And Tua's basically not that dude.
Yet.
You don't just become that, man.
I don't know.
Like,
People
I don't
get
know
more...
why don't you get that?
He's definitely more comfortable in his own skin than he has been when he first came in the league.
Oh, yeah, that's because the coach was pounding him.
Fair point.
Okay.
Oh, what if they do a show called Coach and it's just following McCoachin the entire time?
That's entertainment.
That would be great.
Shut up, Marcos!
Why
are you egging him on?
Come on, it's a good show.
Dude, because here's what I picture the plane fight's going to be. Leroy, hear me out. I don't want to hear you out.
Leroy, you sleep?
Still a boss. Still,
No, I'm telling you. I'm taking some night juice right before I get on the plane. Right?
Still an underrated thing that we found out yesterday. Mike McDaniel was lying to Eric Spoelstra this whole time.
Wow, man. I'm still not over that.
No, he wasn't lying.
I'm going to find out.
That's what Tobin took out of it.
Right. He was being politically correct. Like, if somebody gives you tickets, even though they're playing your favorite team, you don't go there rooting for the other team because you got the free tickets from home team.
I understand, but still, like,
no. So yes, that's what that is. That's respect for the guy that gave you the tickets.
His friend's killing him on the sideline.
But he probably just gave us that information because I spilled the beans about the empty seat next to him. Telling you.
Makes sense.
He was hurt. He said he was hurt.
Dan Soder said that he was hurt, and I think at the time he's probably texting Mike McDaniel when he sees him on the sidelines. He's just texting fraud. Take a quick break. Back after this.
WQAM broadcast.
fun, for fun. All I see was the struggle. It's like I'm trapped in the sun.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. You miss any of the Tobin and Leroy show, download the Odyssey app. You guys can listen to us there. You can use the rewind feature. You can hop around. You guys can listen to your games here. You want to listen to Messi and the Pinks? Got it for you here, dude. You want to listen to the Heat? We got it here for you, dude. You want to listen to the Panthers? Hey, JV, you got the Panthers? They unveiled a new logo today for our Twitch and YouTube audience. You guys can see this. The Panthers, they have unveiled their 30th anniversary logo today. So very cool. Looks good. Panther, pretty slick.
I like it.
There's only one thing left to do if you're the Cats. Win it all.
Win it all.
Win it all, dude.
Nice.
Schmidt and Schmolnick gives his stamp of approval by just saying the logo stinks. That means you know you hit a home run. If Schmiethen is saying it. But yeah, 30th anniversary logo by the Panthers. I love the old school cat breaking the stick. I wish they would go back to that. But I feel that way with all the teams. I like the old stuff.
Oh, the angry dolphin. Yeah.
You just like nostalgia.
I do like nostalgia.
The old like him nostalgia.
It's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Well, I'm very uncomfortable with how much UFOs are trending right now on Twitter. Like, what's going on? Why it was so?
There's a meeting. There is
they have meetings right now. They found UFOs with aliens in them. Like, is this real? I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, I think they have a pilot from the Air Force, a few Navy members as well.
Yeah,
officially making statements. So, you know what that means? Time to open up another team. We can get the aliens in the NFL, start to integrate them, really drive these contracts up.
Yeah, what if the aliens find themselves to be like really big fans of the NBA and like they want in?
Oh, I've seen
what
this
are the rules. Like who gets like if the Miami Heat like who are great at scouting, you know, if they find is it upon them? Like, do you have to have the alien eligible for the draft, or can the Heat sign him to a 10-day, send him to the Skyforce and see if he's got the goods to put him out there?
That's right. I don't think telekinesis is against the rules.
I don't think so either, because like if you think about it, if you add Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and then an alien, wow.
Yeah, but I mean, too bad you don't trust Dame.
Well, I mean,
you guys have Leroy sleeping.
Loyalty from Damian Lillard. Who wants Damian Lillard on the Miami Heat? Not me, not Tobin.
Because they just keep going.
You don't think the aliens could benefit the Miami Heat, Leroy?
As long as they know how to take a charge.
Yep. You seen Space Jam? Aliens
speak English.
I feel like Spo would tell them that basketball is the universal language, you know? Yeah, you don't think the aliens have probably perused, and they probably know. Like Jimmy Butler, I bet the aliens know about Big Face Coffee. So I think that this could
Wouldn't
happen.
it be some if the aliens came here and started talking about purr?
Right.
Yeah, or run differential. Ball hawk rate.
Waddle Baby Waddle says, have you guys seen Wembanyama? You can't tell me he isn't an alien. That guy's not real.
Yeah, it's true. Makes sense. They're already here, is what you're saying.
No,
he was
French.
He's just French. That's it.
Oh, yeah, he's French. Or is he from another galaxy?
Or if is he from Greece, according to Leroy? It's the same thing.
I'm just saying, like, look, if the aliens
Greece is not very far from Greece.
It's 27 hours. I looked it up. It's about 2,000 miles.
That's not close.
It's not close. It's like California.
No, it's not.
How far is California? Even further?
Like 4,000.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's still like you wouldn't say that we're close to Montana.
Montana's 3,000.
All right.
Oh, actually, look, California is 2,800 miles.
The point is Greece.
All right, fine. I was wrong.
Lashing out.
Jeez. You feel better about yourself, Marcos?
Slightly. I feel like I looked this information up and it was worth it.
Do you feel like would you rather have an alien on the? Would you rather?
Yes.
No. Would you rather him test his skills for the Heat, or would you rather him test his skills for the Dolphins? Like that's.
Wait. So first of all, why am I doing this?
Come on, this is a good question, Leroy.
What's the alien's body type?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
let's just go with.
Is he going to be like what's his name, Marvin the Martian? I'm going to destroy the Earth.
I
Or
picture
is he
him
going
like
to be like Predator?
I picture him like Marvin the Martian.
We got some wiggle room here. If he was Predator, I want him playing football.
I picture him looking like Marvin the Martian, a little taller, but has hops.
So like a garden gnome.
But like, who knows if he has superpowers? What if he could like do something with his mind? You know?
That's good. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want ET. I'll tell you what, ET, he can actually just not even play for my team.
Evan 11 says, he says, are these how about the aliens from Avatar?
Oh, they're tall. Basketball for sure.
Is Zoe Saldana coming?
Oh.
All right, I'll go.
Jay says 2% body fat. Yeah, they would not have any issue with the heat.
Even at 8 foot and blue, she was still smoking.
And green wasn't 8 foot.
Blue.
But how do we know that?
No, they were. What you talking about? Avatars were 8 feet tall. You don't see at the end when they were all resting all the people how tall they were.
Yeah, which is like, where are those handcuffs?
Here's the thing, and I don't mean to disrespect this. I don't mean to disrespect this intelligence agent who swore under oath.
But here,
swore under oath
for safety.
But like, they're like, the thing that makes this everybody's giving it credibility is because he said it under oath. But how can they prove that he's not lying? You know, so like he really can't perjure himself.
Are you kidding me?
There is a lot of video though.
The coach of my university just got suspended for the same thing. You saying somebody else can't lie?
Exactly. Exactly.
Because we got him under oath.
We got him under oath. That means the aliens are here.
And,
I need them to bring an alien to one of these.
You know what
things.
I sense here? A Tobin analogy coming. So if they say, sir, that wasn't no alien, he will say, the definition of a UFO is an unidentified flying object. Okay. So could it be an alien? Could not.
Who's to
it's
say?
Unidentifiable.
Hard to say.
Right. Hard to say. So he already got a backtrack. But I want to say, yeah, is that the alien?
I think that alien can handle it. Like if we can't get Dame, we get Marvin the Martian. We'll be all right.
Really? That voice would be annoying.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes is annoying.
It's pretty close.
Won Super Bowls.
You know, Spo would get the most out of an extra.
Wait, how's he going to communicate? He has no mouth.
I don't know. He talks.
I'm going to destroy the earth.
You're a child.
That was his thing. He wanted to destroy the earth. Now he's coming down mysteriously. Now you want to play hoops with us?
Now he's going to destroy the competition.
Well, I mean, we all saw Space Jam.
Yep.
No, I did.
You never saw the original Space Jam?
I mean,
never?
30 years ago.
Leroy. Okay, but you saw it originally.
But you saw it.
Yeah.
Man.
Monstars, dude.
Mm-hmm. Tough.
Tell you whose talent they wouldn't want. James Harden.
You know James Harden's going to be a Hall of Famer, right?
What?
Lenient Hall of Fame.
No, it's not.
It's a lenient Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Why should he be a Hall of Famer? Why? He has good stats.
Because he won an MVP.
He's one of the most decorated players of all time. You think he deserves to be a Hall of Famer?
Good for you, James Harden. Still
He damn near averages a triple-double.
Used to.
Yeah.
I mean, for his career.
Nah, whatever.
What is it like? What is he like? 20, 22, 10, and 8?
Am I being the kid who got yelled at by Cam Newton, who shouted at Cam Newton, "You got no rings. We're the same." He goes, "Our bank account's not the same."
Yeah.
Put that kid in his place.
That would be something you would yell.
No rings?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said you remember that commercial with KG and they stole my rings. You ain't got no rings.
Take a quick break.
Was it Dame in that video? Was that commercial?
He was the baby.
He was the baby. That's it.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Last segment before Leroy and I venture off into Sin City. We'll be talking to you guys from Vegas tomorrow for the super fight between Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Very much looking forward to that. I mean, if you told me I got in this week, we got the Dolphins back on the field, big ass boxing match, and Damian Lillard coming to the Miami Heat. I mean, like, that would be amazing. Plus, we got 2 more Messi goals. It's incredible, J-Fig. It's all here for us.
It's all here for us.
It's all here for us right now. Marlins right now currently in action. The Fish are hammering the Tampa Bay Rays 7-1. So putting it on them today. Luis Ariz drove in another run, so he's got a pair of RBI today. And good to see that the Sandman so far has it going, Leroy.
Yep.
He
needs a couple of good outings.
Just to get the mind right, you know?
Yeah.
6 innings, giving up 3 hits, no walks, which is huge from Sandy today, 5 strikeouts. So a really good outing from the Marlins Cy Young Award winner from last year. And in a situation where you have the Rays, very good team, and need this one for sure.
I love this fast baseball. I didn't realize we were already in the 7th.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Yeah, baseball flies. It really does fly. You want to like just sit down for like a couple of Netflix shows, or you want to watch some baseball? That's how it is today. Used to be like a whole documentary you'd have to watch, you know. But now baseball, it's quick, babe. Bop, bop. Especially in the afternoon. I feel like the afternoon, the umpires want to keep it humming.
What's the show?
What's the show that you would watch? You binge some, I don't know, binge a couple episodes of New Girl or something.
No. Have you seen The Witcher?
No.
With Superman?
No, I've seen like 2 episodes, but I haven't gotten fully into it. Should I watch The Witcher on the way to Vegas?
How can you watch The Witcher?
Your episodes of quarterback.
I'll download it or something.
No, honestly, I think American offers TV
They
shows.
have TVs. You can watch what you want.
Movies, and like current stuff too.
All right. Or love. Or
and everything's always better on a plane anyway.
You want me to get you some mustard Skittles?
Ugh.
Ew. I don't know why they even did that.
National Mustard Day.
No, that's not a
They
reason.
have mustard Doritos too.
That's a little bit more acceptable, but still gross.
The ketchup ones are good.
That's good. Yeah, you had some ketchup chips recently.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
I was a fan of that. That's Canadian though, right?
Ketchup chips are, yeah, but these were ketchup Doritos.
Ricardo's asking if I've seen the Tulsa King. You bet your ass I've seen the Tulsa
Oh,
King.
Of course.
yeah.
Of course. Why?
Alone,
Because
dude.
this is affiliated with Rocky.
It's me, King of Tulsa. It's Sylvester Stallone.
Speaking
They
of,
had him talking like that for months.
yeah, it's true. How come you were afraid to take a picture yesterday for Barbie? I saw Mrs. Tobin's caption was the boys didn't want to take a picture.
That's not true.
Really? I didn't see
That's
any of
not-
that.
I was all for taking it, but my son gave it thumbs down though. He's like,
Whoa, really?
Why didn't he like it?
He's probably said, "Dad, you're no."
I
king."
don't want to spoil the movie, J-Fig, as to why he didn't like it, because it would kind of like it would kill the whole plot of Barbie and how it goes.
Barbie doesn't have a damn plot.
It does have a plot.
You can let me know. You can let me know later.
Barbie got like 90% Rotten Tomatoes. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I don't know how much money it's made thus far.
It's made a ton. It's made a ton, but it's yeah, he was not for it. I told him I'd make it up for him. We got Ninja Turtles coming up next week.
Wow. $356 million global this weekend.
Woo.
That's crazy. And it's
What
made
about Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer 98 million. That's not good, right? Global for Oppenheimer, I think.
Well, Oppenheimer couldn't have made. How much did it take to make Oppenheimer?
Boatload of money.
How much? They haven't made their money back yet.
They made their money back. Yeah.
The budget was $100 million. All
right, so they're almost there.
Yeah, I think worldwide they may have made.
Hold on, dude. You don't invest $100 million to break even. They got if you put $100 million in the movie, you got to at least double it.
Yeah, but you want to know something? They're not going to. They'll do more than break even, because everybody who didn't see Barbie this past week, because I know some people did the double feature. Barbenheimer's been a thing, but
I don't know how they did that because it's 3 hours long.
Yeah, like you'll go.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Is Barbie like 30 minutes cartoon?
It's pretty short. What was Barbie? Was like an hour and a half, something like that.
90 minutes, maybe.
What are you giggling for?
That was
true.
You said 30 minutes. It's not
Children's
30
movie.
minutes.
It's not a children's movie.
It actually isn't a children.
Ryan Gosling is in it. Handsome.
So let me
Both
ask you: Do they hook up?
Whoa!
No,
Maybe a spoiler alert.
I'll tell you. No, they don't.
Okay, then it's not. It's a children's movie.
They don't have
It's not a
peace.
children's movie.
The only way you can make it an adult movie is if Barbie and Ken.
What if they curse? A lot of cursing, huh? Or like blood.
Let me tell you something about Leroy.
You know
Horn.
what? There was a curse.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't make movies. You don't know.
Is that what you were going to tell me about Leroy?
Yeah, you don't make movies. You don't know. Like you're saying, oh, it's a kids movie because they don't hook up. See, I've seen the movie.
When did you
haven't.
become Stan Lee?
Well, I've seen the movie and you haven't.
That don't mean you can make movies.
Oh, I can make movies, dude.
Oh no!
He makes videos all the time.
He's gonna draw up a play and a script all in one.
Yep, all in one. I got a long plane ride ahead. I got the bootleg Scoot Boogie.
He's gonna enter the plane. He's not gonna have a check bag, just a dry erase board.
Could you imagine the looks if you yelled that onto the field?
Bootleg
You know
Scoot
what?
Boogie.
Everyone will get information.
No.
Scramble.
First of all, this is how a play is called. Hold on. I'm going to give you some advice. You need to do this. This is how a play is called. Okay? Formation, protection, play,
right?
Ball count. Got it?
Break.
Yeah.
So where's the B gap?
Well, this is the way that I would call the play, though, right? Because it'd be like Tua goes to the huddle. Boot Scoot Boogie on 2. Tyreek Hill, get down. Jaylen Waddle, turn around. Cedric Wilson, go to town. Hut.
Okay, wait. Are you calling the play or are you in the huddle saying hike? I don't know what's going on. Can't call the play on the line, dude. What are you doing?
Because they can't stop it. Doesn't matter, Marcos.
Oh, okay. So that's actually a part of the play calling is the arrogance to call it in front of the
exactly, dude.
if
you're gonna call the bootleg Scoot Boogie,
Here's what would happen in our huddle.
It takes away from the bootleg.
Right? Here's we go. Randall would call a play, right? Because we put Randy on one side. So Randall Cunningham would call a play. We put Randy on one side. It'd be Jake and Chris on the other side. Back would be over to the side of Randy. We call the play, and here's how we leave the huddle. Randy, if you're singled up, get open. That's it.
Right.
Taking advantage of, you know what I mean? Now, when Randall got in trouble is because he didn't look that safety off. Because the safety would try to cheat over to Randy. But if you look the other way and that safety cheats over and then you fling that thing to the left, it ain't happening. You ain't getting him. Except when we played Atlanta and Randy was wide open and he overthrew him by 10 yards.
That's impressive.
To this day, you remember that.
I do. Well, I remember. Here's what I remember. Most people remember the field goal kicker missing the kick. I remember all the other things that happened to get us to that point where we even had to depend on the kicker. That's what I get annoyed about.
I heard a funny story of Randy Moss, how he used to call Julian Edelman Edelnuts and just kind of boss him around and say, make sure my hot tub's at 103 Edelnuts.
Because it's probably a rookie when he came in, huh?
Yeah, he was his rookie. So there was another story about how he was on the phone with his mom and Edelman went up to him and was like, hey, tell Mama Moss I said hello. And Randy Moss stops his conversation, looks at him and says, Edelnuts, when I'm talking to my mama, you shut the bleep up. And I was like, wow, Randy, I didn't like that. I didn't realize.
And I would tell you this, knowing Randy, he was kidding the whole time.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
he said that he was nice to him too.
Well, here's what's funny about this. Because when he was a rookie and it was his turn to get got, that dude hid like Houdini.
Yeah, you told us.
Couldn't find him.
He did the illusion trick with the couch.
Where's Moss?
Smart move. Can't catch him on the field. Can't catch him off the field.
Yep.
All right, everybody. That's our show for today. We are en route to Las Vegas. We will talk to you guys tomorrow.
I'm going to destroy the earth.
The old love the marrow. Well, I mean, you trust this loyalty from Damian Lillard? Who wants Damian Lillard on the Miami Heat? Not me, not Tobin. Also, didn't they trade their entire draft for Wiki Williams?
Did you just call him Wiki?
You
I
did say Wiki.
You're making stuff up. Well, yes.
I repeated exactly what he said.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Text